very fucking hard to see the goddamn point today. I feel like eating something microwaved and blowing off all of my appointments. I don't have a song for this or a plan. I got a blanket for to hide it. It doesn't offer much protection, but baby, if you want, you can join it. Oh, 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 'cause I like you, and if I don't always like me, well, at least you do. I like you, and it smells like something's burning, but at least we do. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Remember all the days when we were scared of sharks and quicksand? Now the smoky summer haze has got us bracing for the wasteland. There is not a song for this or a plan, only blanket forts to hide it. And they don't offer much protection, but baby, hold my hand, 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 'cause I like you, and if I don't always like me, well, at least you do. I like you, and if everything is burning, well, at least we do. I like you, and if you don't always like you, well, I promise to. I like you, and when everything is burning, well, at least we do, we do, we do. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 I don't want to talk right now. I already know, and I don't want to hear what I'm doing wrong out loud. I know it's mostly my fault, and I can't seem to care about my so-called finances, my so-called career, my diminishing chances of seeing a dentist this year. Knowing how my luck plays out, the impending disasters on the other side. I'll screw the world up just enough don't confuse it with violence or silence or war. When we show your gilded ass the door, you're gonna land on your feet, that's for fucking sure. Cause my glass ceiling is your glass floor. And I just wanted you to have a consequence. A consequence. Just one single goddamn fucking consequence. A consequence.
It's time for the show. It's time. We're going. It's live. All we have is a cat on the camera. This is it. Do you have the stream pulled up so you can say hello to all our beautiful?
I mean, no, but I'm just pulling it up now.
We're pulling it up.
Oh,
Oh, now
you can tell because I had the audio on my phone.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Quarantinapalooza 42. We are 42 years old.
Or 3.
40 fucking 2.
Good number. It's a
It
good
might
number.
be another slightly different number, but we're gonna go with 42 for today.
I feel like is Smooch not on camera?
Well, I noticed that Daniel's the only one who uses Roman numerals now because I just decided at some point that if we start using L's, like that's too many, and we've started using L's in the Roman numerals. I noticed Daniel did, and yeah, that's just insane. If we get to a C, whew, I guess that would probably be around like March. I don't know.
So
April, May, something like that.
I've been reading some analysis from experts on how long this pandemic's gonna last, and it seems like July, August. So
July,
what does that bring us
August.
to?
I don't.
Because that's when the show goes to, and then we fucking stop.
Nah, I think we keep going. Like, I think we go maybe like.
Do we rebrand?
Maybe we rebrand.
I think we rebrand.
Maybe we're talking to Kim. Kim Smith is here, ladies and gentle thems. She's gonna be playing a couple of songs.
Here's what I think. I think it turns into Palooza the cruise, where we all just inhale each other's germs because we can.
Yeah, we get on a cruise ship. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome to Quarantinapalooza. I'm Sarah Donner.
I'm Michael McLean. That's
And
Kim Smith over there.
This is the shit show you need in times like these.
This is Smoosh.
This is Smoosh. This is why we're like strangely sitting
Not on the bench.
and not on the
She
bench.
has claimed the bench.
I guess I'm going to play the piano like this. But we have a lovely show set for you this evening. We've got, as always, Jackbox games with our friends, the Damsels of Dorkington. But before that, we have Jim Nable, who is a singer-songwriter out of New York. Super great guy, super talented. He played our wedding with his band. And we also have Ryn and Kevin Grant from The Castle, which is a game cafe in Beverly, Massachusetts.
I love those people.
Very sexy people. Just her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his like.
We're just going to interview her hair.
His beard.
We're just going to interview their hair and their facial hair and stuff. Also, I just wanted to show you a picture of something that popped up on my Instagram. This is from the Barefoot Walker. I follow a lot of nautical and ocean picture things on Instagram, but this is called.
That is so horrifying.
This is called a sheep's head. Sheep's heads. Sheep's heads fish. It has human teeth. I mean, they're its own fish teeth, but they're people teeth. That's not Photoshop. That's a fish. And Kim tells me that there are others that have teeth like this, and they are for grinding, mollusks and oysters and shelly things like that. So I just wanted to show you that weird, disgusting thing and kind of horrific and amazing that popped up. What else? Oh, we're going to take a quick look at the comic book Calico, which was sent to us from our friend H.H. German, who we interviewed a month ago or so about his Calico comic. And then, gonna play some music.
Gonna do our normal thing we do.
Do our normal thing.
It's
been a rough week, y'all.
What are you talking
Did you
about?
know?
It's just been a normal, just boring week. What are you talking about?
So, chat, I was going to pull up other pictures of what this fish looks like. I'm not going to put those on screen. You can look those up on your own.
If you want to go look at the horrific pictures of fish with human teeth, you go for that. Live it up.
It has been a dumpster fire of a week for our democracy.
It has.
But-
Also, personally. Well, my aunt and my uncle are both in hospital right now. Uncle Dale's is intubated with COVID, and then my aunt, she's been in the ER 2 times, and then they finally
COVID
admitted
pneumonia,
her because she has COVID pneumonia. But they're both here. I mean, they're struggling, and so that's rough going back and forth. But I am very glad to be here with you all.
With Winnie and Gary and Kate Cantrell and
Yep.
Nancy's here and Sari's here and Carlos is here and there's like all of our lovely friends
Carlos
that we meet up with
Yay!
at this time.
Every week. So why don't I play a couple songs, and then Kim's gonna play a couple songs.
Yeah.
And then who knows? Who knows what wild shenanigans will ensue this evening.
Yeah.
That's it,
Okay.
I think.
Do your thing.
Do I have any other? No. Just check my notes. Nope.
Notes.
I do.
You have notes?
I have notes.
You made notes.
They're called show notes, remember?
Oh yeah, it has.
Damsels
it says
and their
Jim
pod-
Nable / Castle. That's a lot
right.
of notes.
Shut up. I'm going to play some music.
Okay.
Go away.
Play your music, Sarah.
All right. I'm going to play some music. I'm just going to do some guilty pleasure, feel good songs that I enjoy playing and singing. At some point, I'm going to get to FaceTime my Uncle Dale, and my plan is to play some songs for him, so I'm just sort of playing around with some of that stuff. All right. So this is a song called Stars and the Moon, and it's by Jason Robert Brown. It's from the show Songs for a New World, which is great. Jason Robert Brown. Okay. I met a man without a dollar to his name, who had no traits of any value but his smile. I met a man who had no yearn or claim to fame, who was content to let life pass him for a while. And I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life like the movie stars led. And he kissed me right here, and he said, I'll give you stars and the moon and a soul to guide you, and a promise I'll never go. I'll give you hope to bring out all the life inside you, and a strength that will help you grow. I'll give you truth and a future that's 20 times better than any Hollywood plot. And I thought, I'd rather have a yacht. I met a man who lived his life out on the road, who left his wife and kids in Portland on a whim. I met a man whose fire and passion always showed, who asked if I could spare a week to ride with him. And I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life that was scripted and planned. And he said, but you don't understand. I'll give you stars and the moon and an open highway and a river beneath your feet. I'll give you days full of dreams if you travel my way, and the summer you can't repeat. I'll give you nights full of passion and days of adventure, no strings, just warm summer raining. And I thought, I'd rather have champagne. I met a man who had a fortune fortune in the bank, who had retired at age 30 set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank, and then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, and all I could think of was the life I had dreamt I would live. And I said to him, "What will you give?" "I'll give you cars in the townhouse in Turtle Bay, and a fur and a diamond ring. And we'll get married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing. And you'll need stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice and Paris in June." And I thought, okay. And I took a breath, and I got my yacht. And the years went by, and it never changed, and it never grew, and I never dreamed. And I woke one day, and I looked around, and I thought, my God, I'll never have the moon. Oh, thank you, Peanut Gallery. Beautiful gallery. I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna have.
Oh wait, this is my chance.
Oh, what's your chance?
That's
Your
my
chance
beer
to what?
over here.
Oh, oh dear. Oh my gosh. All right, so it's like 25 degrees today outside, so I figured let's just we did some Frozen last week. Let's keep up with that. Right. Yes. Look at this Club Smoosh mug. Available on TeePublic. Oh, I guess I have to get like a This Pickle mug. This Pickle. 1, 2, 3. What's it? I can hear you, but I won't. What is the trouble? Well, others don't. There's 1,000 reasons to go about my day and ignore your whisper that I wish would go away. Oh, you're not a voice, you're just a ringing in my ear, and if I hurt you, which I don't, I'm spoken for, I fear, and everyone I've ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I've had my adventure, I don't need something new. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. What do you want? 'Cause you've been keeping me awake, and are you here to distract me so I make a big mistake? Or are you someone out there a little bit like me, who knows deep down I'm not where I'm meant to be? Every day is a harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Ooh. Are you out there? Do you know me? Can you feel me? Can you show me? Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How do I follow you into the unknown? Let's get my Disney princess song in there. All right. Please welcome to the Quarantinapalooza stage, Kimberly Smith. Put your emojis up there, folks.
Put your emojis together.
Put your emojis together. Do you want to sit?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll sit where you were sitting, and
Okay.
I'm just nothing will even have to change.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get my drink now before.
Give me 1 second here before you start.
Whoops, hugs are delicious.
Ukulele is terribly out of tune. Okay, I'm just gonna play guitar songs. Okay. Meh.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized I didn't hear any of that. Oh, well.
I fell in love and I needed a roadmap to find out where you live. So excited though. The white trash boys all listen to their headphones blasting white noise in the convenience store parking lot. I'd hang around there, wasting my time, hoping you would stop by. 'Cause I'm sleepwalking, 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 sleepwalking. Well, a mutual friend's parents, they left town for the week, so we raided their liquor stash, walked down to the riverside. I never had such a beautiful time looking in your eyes. And I'm sleepwalking, sleepwalking, sleepwalking. I'm sleepwalking. Teach me to sleepwalk. There's nothing I want more. And teach me to sleepwalk. There's nothing I want more. Hello. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. How are you doing? I am well. Yes, it is a night. Yeah, I'm gonna play another song. That one is bastardization of a Modest Mouse song and Ben Queller song? Yeah, that's what that is. And then this one is a bastardization of the Be Good Tanyas. 'cause you're my friend. Yeah, I'm in love with the garden that's down the street, and the earth is a warm thing underneath my feet. Yeah, I'm in love with the garden that's down the street, and the earth is a warm thing underneath my feet. I'm a ship, I'm a ship out on the sea. I'm a ship, I'm a ship, I'm a ship out on the sea. And I'm in love with the garden that's down the street, and the earth is a warm thing underneath my feet. I'm in love with the garden that's down the street, and the earth is a warm thing underneath my feet. Won't you let me in the garden? Don't let me leave, 'cause love is a feeling like a warm black stone. Yeah, let me in the garden, don't let me roam, 'cause love's a feeling like a warm black stone. Yeah, love's a feeling like a warm black stone. Yeah, love's a feeling like a warm black stone. Yeah! Alright! Thanks, guys!
Okay, hang on before you go on to the next song, Kim. We're gonna restart the stream.
Okay.
Starting the stream. Everyone come back, please.
BRB.
And is the Hey Jude next?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh no. Amanda's out. And Blythe is out tonight.
Oh no!
Yeah, Missy.
Maybe Molly wants to come on like that.
Okay. You all ready?
I'm ready. Ready.
Let's go.
Okay. We're ready. Hello.
You're
I
on.
think we're back. We back. We back. Hello. I'll just give folks a second to regain their bearings, or I don't know. Click on a thing. Whatever.
Reorient,
That's
right?
reorient. Whatever you need to do on the internet.
Navigate to a different space in the interweb.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So stand by, Ryn and Kevin Grant from the castle. We're gonna get to you next, but we're just gonna wrap up this portion with a song dedicated to my nephew, whose birthday it is tomorrow. Hit him.
My nephew's birthday was the day before yesterday.
Oh,
I know, right? Nephews all around.
whoa! Happy birthday to all the nephews.
Right? All
Out
of
there.
you. We don't care when your birthday is. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! If you're a nephew,
Happy birthday.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you'll begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You're waiting for someone to perform with. And don't you know that it's a fool if you hate you? You'll do the movement is on your shoulders. Bam, 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 bam. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her under your skin. Then you'll begin to make it better, 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 better. Na, 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 hey Jude. Na, 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 hey Jude. Hey Jude, hey Jude, yeah, na, 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 hey, na, 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 hey Jude, 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 yeah, na, 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 hey Jude, yeah, na, 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 hey Jude. Last one, everybody, yeah. Na, 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 hey Jude. Yeah. Happy birthday, baby Jude.
Happy birthday, Jude.
Someday we're not gonna. He'll be like, please don't call me baby Jude.
Right? You guys have to stop doing that.
I know. All right, we're gonna pop over. It is time for Kevin Grant, Ryn Grant, the Castle Beverly. We're gonna chat with them. I'm gonna scooch over to the couch of interview. The interview couch.
Get ready for your time with the couch.
This is where we
It's
sit.
I mean, not that couch though. Different
Different
couch
couch.
entirely.
It's the
This
couch.
is a safe place. This is a safe place.
Na
Na na na na.
You need a house that we actually care about.
We are ready.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. It's a close up of my face. I love it.
Give the people the goods, Michael.
That's actually my computer background. It's just a close up of your face.
All right. Hello, Kevin, Ryn. Welcome. Welcome to the silly show we do. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting us.
We had nothing else to do. We don't go anywhere.
Yeah, you and everyone else.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just pulling up
All right. I think we're settled into the interview couch.
the interview
I wish
couch.
we could sit on someday we can sit on an interview couch with you, and that'll be
Yeah.
so lovely.
We just have interview chairs right now,
Yeah, they're not as comfy.
but they're rolly, so we can like move back and forth.
if you say something
Oh.
offensive, we can just escape.
We can just
I was
leave.
just
That's it.
I was just thinking about the last time we saw you in person, which was at PAX Unplugged,
Yeah.
where at the end of PAX Unplugged, Sarah and I went to we packed up the car, and we had said goodbye to everyone, and we went to start the car, and it went, "Arr!"
Oh, right.
And then
right.
we tried again, it went, "Arr!"
I think,
and we
did
were
we have to jump you,
Yeah.
I think, at the time?
Oh,
That
that's
was
right.
great.
Yeah.
You were I don't know, 15 minutes away already, and we're like, can you come back, and do you have jumper cables? And you were like, yes, and you were like, "Arr!" And
We
you,
did that.
came
We did
back and-
donuts for a bit too before we got
I was crazy. I pulled the e-brake. And
Fast and Furious, Tokyo drifting. Because it's about family. We had to
Do they
come help
have
you.
there should be some minivan stuff with Fast and the Furious. Have they not used minivans yet in their movies?
Only as a joke in the most recent one with Paul Walker because he's a dad now.
Not the
Oh,
one
yes.
before
Oh, sorry, not
that.
the one before that, but
Got it.
But
Right,
he's
right.
not really driving fast. It's all spoofing it.
We didn't just recently watch that movie. We just know those movies
I'm here for
way
it.
too well.
Fast and Furious related.
I'm due for a rewatch of the entire franchise.
We watched them.
The next one's coming out at some point in existence,
got
and then you
pushed
can
back.
rewatch all of them right before it comes out.
We've watched those during the pandemic, didn't we?
Yes.
Early
yeah,
on in
beginning
the
of
pandemic, when we were still seeing some people, we had our friend over and we were just like, well, we're going to watch these now. And he's like, what? No. And we just like put them on. And then he was like, okay, we can do another. So you just got to like start them and not warn people what they're getting into.
My favorite moment, and this happens with everybody that we force this series onto, is when it was this is a man who goes to bed early. He's one of those people who's like, up 10 o'clock, gotta go. So we watched a movie, and it was like the fourth movie or something like that. And then it ended, it was like 10:15, and he's like, do you want to watch the next one? And I was just like, yes, we've got him. We got him.
They're so good. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Fast and Furious, although we can do that all night if you would like.
Yeah, that's going to be our podcast coming out this year.
Look at their beautiful cocktails in
I
their
know.
glasses. What are you drinking, by the way?
This is a margarita, but sometimes my son drinks orange juice out of this glass as well.
Because he's fancy. I'm drinking a Godfather, I guess, if you want to be. It's Scotch and amaretto.
Oh.
It's when I don't feel like drinking straight Scotch and I want something sweeter, I put a little amaretto in it. So the first time I ever went to a club, I've only been to a club
like
once.
a men's club.
That's the type of person I am. Look at what I'm wearing, and look at the fact that I put quotes around the word club, and you know that I've only ever been to a club once, because that's who I am.
Is that like a clubbing club?
Yeah, a clubbing club.
Oh,
Only
okay.
once in my life, I went there. I went to the bartender and I asked for a Godfather, and he looked at me like I was crazy. He had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
He had to dig in the back corners of the recesses to find Scotch or amaretto, because it wasn't vodka or Red Bull, so he didn't have it. So.
That's amazing. I've definitely played some venues like where I ask for a wine, and they're like the same sort of situation. They'll just like find something that's like very old and in the back.
This is wine like, I guess.
And I'm like, this is why I will not be playing this venue again.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about you fine folks and what you do and what makes you awesome. So what makes
Usually
you
it's Ryn's hair and wardrobe.
That's
and the tattoo,
absolutely true.
The whole.
I don't see anyone anymore. So when I was like, oh, I'm going to see people, I maybe went not necessarily overboard. I can dress how I want, but I know that I could have shown up in sweatpants and not worn a bra and it wouldn't have been a problem. But I was like,
you could still have sweatpants on. We wouldn't.
I had leggings on, but they, when they're black, you're like, are those pants? Are those like, so it,
I'm not wearing pants.
Great.
The norm.
Great. So tell us, for those who maybe don't know what's a board game cafe?
Yeah, who are you and what do you do?
What the hell are you doing
What are you doing?
with your life?
It's getting really aggressive.
I didn't.
I feel,
They're going to start asking us tax questions first. All right.
We actually have your
so,
tax returns here.
We're Kevin and Ryn, and we have a board game cafe. And a board game cafe.
It's called The Castle. It's there. You can see it there.
A board
Hi,
game
we're
cafe.
behind you.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wow.
terrifying.
It's like a weird. Ooh.
A board game cafe is essentially we're a restaurant, so we have burgers, we have booze, we have
Burgers and booze.
I don't know, some other stuff on our menu. We don't sell anything
Chicken
anymore, so it's hard to
fingers.
say. We have chicken fingers, which are gluten-free.
Waffle
They're so
fries.
good. Anyway, but then we also have a wall of like 1,000 board games. So people come in and they just stay all day and play board games and hang out with each other.
I think I can switch my background so you can see our wall of board
Oh, you're really
games.
gonna.
Ooh. So
Hold on.
how does that work with like if people stay all day and play games? How does
So
that?
it's $5 a person,
Uh-huh.
but that's for as many games as you want for as long as you want.
That's our wall. Well, that was our wall of board games.
Yeah.
You're gone now, but I'm gonna put you back. That's when we first opened. We have a lot more now.
Ooh, let's see.
So.
I see some Ticket to Ride. I see some.
That's some good stuff.
Catan.
Yeah, we just got somebody just donated the Bob Ross board game today, which I'm really excited about because
Oh, that's one of our go-tos lately.
game.
we're kind of on like a spending freeze, obviously, but I still like really wanted it. And some people donate games all the time, which is so lovely of them. But sometimes it's like, oh, it's our 80th copy of Scrabble. But this person always donates like really good games. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones, but they're all like very like Bob Ross, the new Jaws game from Ravensburger, which is way better than it has any right to be. I'm really confused because it's based on the movie Jaws, but it's like very fun.
So,
Oh, I just want to take a second and just let the chatters know that if you do have questions for our guests, just at me or highlight, give me a name, so that I can pass those on to Ryn.
We have the chat up too, so I'll sometimes I'm just gonna look and see.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That we don't have to do anything. We'll just sit here and watch you.
We have Action Cats and we have Action Pups, which is the other game that Together Studios
What is that
had.
in response to?
It just said, "Do you have Action Cats?"
Oh, we do have Action Cats. I'm wearing an Illimat pin.
That's
Yes.
also about
It's
Together
by the
Studios.
same folks.
So you guys know Keith,
Ken.
not Ken and Jen.
Keith and Jen.
Keith and Jen, regulars of our show.
Oh, really?
And we went to a game. What do you even call that? We went to an event at the castle, which was so much fun, where they were first trying out their newest game, I believe.
This was right before the shutdown. This was like
It was a play test. It was last November, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a play test for their Taz game, which we just finally got our copies of in to sell.
and what
so
is
it's like
what
a
is
real-
Taz for those who might not know what Taz
The Adventure Zone, which is a very popular D&D podcast by the McElroy brothers, who for the longest time I called them McElroys because I don't listen to
still
the
do.
podcast.
He's a
Sometimes I
McLean.
still, like, I've had some lovely conversations with Travis, and then I'll be like, "Oh, so like I ran into one of the McElroys," and Kevin will be like, "Don't just stop."
I
doing
actually
that."
listen to the Adventure Zone
Yeah.
and sometimes Mabim Bam, so I hear it, all the time that they're the McElroys, and Ryn's like, "Oh, the McElroys." And
Sometimes now he
I just
says
want
it.
to die.
I ruined him. It's great. But yeah, it's a wonderful little cafe, and we have very awesome clientele, and our staff's really cool, and it's a very strange, and we're right near an art college, so we get a lot of very interesting creative people. So
What?
I can't.
How long have you been open, and what made you want to? Did you want to open a restaurant
What
first,
the
and then
hell
you were
were
like,
you thinking?
and then
Yeah, I
and
ask
then
that
you were
my-
like,
myself
was
that
it
every
board
day.
games, or was it the other way around? Like, what made you want to do this?
well, we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary in early December
And what a
5th.
fifth year it was.
Woohoo! Since we can
Congratulations.
really be open, I just spent all week ignoring my kids and opening an online shop, which is great because now people anywhere can buy stuff from us. But not the big celebration we're expecting. Do you want to talk about why we opened it?
Sure. If you ever listen to our story and you want to open your own place, don't do what we did.
We did bad.
We did bad. Neither of us have worked in the restaurant industry before we opened this place. Neither of us have worked in cafes before we opened this place. I didn't even drink coffee before we opened a cafe.
Also, we had a baby 6 months before we opened.
And we had a baby.
Idiots.
So yeah, what we thought was we're bored and we wanted, in the town that we live in Beverly, we really like Beverly, but we looked around Beverly and we were like, hey, there's not a lot to do for a younger generation, a younger audience to hang out and get together and game or something like that. I grew up in the area, so I know that there's a mall nearby that's just sad and depressing, and you could go there and be sad and depressed, or you could go to a restaurant and stay too long, I guess, until people get mad at you, or you could go to a bar, but if you're under 18, that's not great either. Under 21.
Under 21, Kevin's just sneaking in.
I just snuck in at 19. That's fine. And so we were like, hey, let's make something like that. So we thought, what's a place to hang out? What do people do when they like to hang out together?
That
And-
anyone can do. That's
and-
really accessible.
We stumbled across board games. So our original idea was to open a board game store, like a retail store, for tabletop gaming in general. And then we did some research and find out that those don't make any money. You don't want
a
to do
rare
that.
few do, and the ones that we know of are excellent, but
It's not the best business
it was
model
not,
for
when
that.
we looked into what you had to do to make money, it just did not seem like the path we wanted to take.
And so Ryn found something called a board game cafe. The one that she found was in Toronto, and it was called Snakes and Lattes.
Which are now franchising all
They're
across
huge.
the country.
They're probably one of the
Wow.
most well-known board game
yeah,
cafes.
they're crazy.
So we took a 2-day trip up to it. We were super poor. We had just bought a house and we just had a baby. So we budgeted. We're going to drive to Toronto.
We
and
hadn't
stay
had
at
the baby yet.
Oh yeah, we were planning
We
on
were doing
having a baby.
research. No, baby.
But we were like, we're going to drive up to
Totally fat,
Toronto, and we're going to stay in an Airbnb and not go to any place but that one place, and we'll just get some appetizers, and then we'll drive right home. So we don't have, and that's what it was. It was a very penny pitcher.
Yeah, we emailed beforehand, and the manager spent some time talking to us about it, which was really nice of him. And we were like, yeah, we can definitely do this. No problem. Just open a restaurant with some games. Easy. Which was wrong, but we're still open, so something must have gone right.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, the idea of running a restaurant, it just seems so insane to me. Like,
So-
I have a small business, and I
Yes.
use like 8 things to make my product, and it's like 4 types of wood and then a few boxes I need to
And we
ship
have
in.
some of your products at the castle because we use your little what are the little beer things called?
This flight sampler board
Yeah,
thing?
we use your little flight sampler carriers.
Thank you.
Which is great. I love the little hole that you can
Yeah.
hook your thumb in. So you can carry it with one
Yeah,
hand.
so if you are ever, I don't know why you would be, but there's like Board Game Cafe owner Facebook groups, and there's always people who sound like we did, but now we think they're idiots who are like, oh, how hard can it be? I just mostly like games. I guess I'll make some food too.
Why do you do that?
You're running a restaurant. So
It's-
we
it's what
really
it is.
just, through sheer stubbornness, I think still exist because like running a restaurant is extremely hard and exhausting, and I was gonna say terrible, but like we like it. We like our business. But when it comes down to it, most of the business running is restaurant running, not board game running. So like it's a fun place for nerds to hang out, but like we aren't like playing games most of the time.
That was one of the first mistakes that we did. We hired a bunch of board game players, people that were super excited about playing board games. And then we all realized together that they weren't playing any board games. They were restaurant people. They made
They're
food
servers and cooks
and took orders
bartenders.
the entire time. And so they were very unhappy working there. And I don't blame them because we hired them being like, you love board games? We got a board game for you. And it wasn't the case. It was nowadays we're like, hey, do you like working in a restaurant? Because that's all this is. There will be some board game playing, but not by you. So like,
Yeah.
that's
But this is your 5th anniversary. Like, you must have done
Yeah.
something right. Like, you
Yeah.
have a beautiful place, and like it's such a lovely place to be. The one time I've been there, maybe the rest of the time it's crap, but the one time I was there, it was awesome.
No, we pulled out all the stops for you every other day. It's
We
mostly
had
just
Sarah
fun.
come play a brunch, and Michael didn't even come.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, I showed up and there were Death Star waffles. I remember.
And because Michael didn't come, we no longer do brunch.
Yeah, that's why we canceled it that week. We're like, we only did that so Michael would come. Forget it.
We also don't do brunch because restaurants aren't a thing anymore.
Yeah, so we I think the things we did right was we started very small. Like we were not like, oh, running a restaurant's easy. We were like, we don't know what we're doing, so we'll have some grilled cheese on our menu. Like we started extremely basic, and then like over the years have added things and hired more knowledgeable staff and slowly increased. But we tried to not overextend ourselves and be very aware of our ignorance in the beginning.
Yeah,
But we're also just very loyal to our customers and our staff. We try to treat our staff really well, and I think that makes a huge difference.
I mean, a lot of owning a restaurant, any customer-facing business is basically just listening to what people want and doing it. And I feel like a lot of places don't do that or something. I don't know what the problem. I'm not going to say why other places
You'll
don't
see
do
on like Kitchen Nightmares, the staff's always like, everybody loves the chowder, and it's like no one loves the chowder. So it's like a lot of it's just like actually being able to receive criticism and responses. So we try to be receptive. I'm very sensitive, so I'll be like, how dare they even say that, and then we like change everything. But I don't give us a bad review. I'll talk about it for years.
For just weeks and weeks, she'll bring it up. Just that she's like, it's not a big deal, but I just want to say they were talking about this, and that wasn't even a problem. And I'm like, yep, yes.
We had someone give us a 1-star review for. They had a few dumb complaints, but one of the things they mentioned in their review during the pandemic was that one of my staff members needed a haircut, and I was just like, excuse me.
Oh, that's the other thing. Ryn does go full mama bear if anybody goes after our staff.
Yeah.
She will, like, the worst thing you could do is attack the staff because
it's a hard job. I feel bad for them. Nobody, like, serving's exhausting.
So that kind of brings me around to some stuff I really want to ask you about, and I'm like, I don't want to go into this if it's upsetting or whatever, but like, I know that this has been a really fucking hard 10 months or whatever for restaurants. And I'm just wondering, like what have you done? Like, how much has the pandemic affected your business? Obviously, a lot. Like, and what have you had to pivot at all? What are you doing?
Yeah,
Great.
it's like
Everything's
the
good.
best we've ever seen. Like,
That's not what I saw on
out the
Twitter.
door.
People just are jammed in there. We've been the hotspot for COVID outbreaks 17 times. It's been great.
It's been really hard in like various ways. So like one way is obviously like financially. So
Can I say quickly? This is a very easy way to say what we used to make in a weekend, we make in a month now.
Yeah, it's really
It
bad.
takes us a whole month to make what we used to make in 3 days.
How are you making that work? Like, whoever you're renting your space from, or they're like, I don't understand.
No. We can't talk about
our landlord gave us a deferment of rent for a little while, which was nice of him. Not all of our rent, but was like, you can pay a little less. But now that is gone, and now we have to start paying it back, even though the pandemic's still going. We're like, okay, cool, back to full rent plus a little. Love it. We did get some of the government assistance that came out in the CARES Act, which is the only reason we're not totally dead.
Good.
You've got that PPP?
The PPP loan, we got that money.
PPE is personal protective equipment. PPP is, I don't know what the fuck it means.
Personal
paycheck protection.
Payroll
protection.
Yeah.
The fun thing about that is that you had to spend it in 8 weeks.
They told us initially it's been 8 weeks, so we did that. And then after those 8 weeks were up, they're like, you know what, you can have 12. And we were like, we just overscheduled all our staff for hours that there was no business, so we could pay. Anyway, it's fine. So we've gotten some government aid, which has kept us going. We also did a very honest post a couple months ago that was like, hey, we ain't gonna make it. And people literally were like, start a GoFundMe now, because people really want to support us, but also like being in the gamer demographic, people are our demographic's very careful. Like, they're not the kind who are like, I'll just go out to eat anyway. And we totally get that and respect that and don't really want them to go out. But they're like, let us just give you money, like, please. And we felt really awkward, but they gave us $10,000, so that helped. But that's like 1 month's expenses for us, so it was awesome.
We've also, so the biggest thing that we've been trying to do is, obviously, you know that we don't have any business now, but so we had to cut down our staff a lot. Luckily, most of our staff are college students or just out of high school or just out of college, and a lot of them were like, hey, I'm going home and I'm gonna stay there, and I'm never coming out into the sunshine again. And we're like, cool. we can't afford to schedule you anyways, so that's great. So luckily we had like 4 people that needed us to work. We've been
so lucky.
So we just scheduled them to work.
We haven't had to fire a single person. We had everyone leave when it first started, and we're like, I'm home for the summer and I'm not coming back. And then when things started getting better and we were getting customers, some of them came back, and then things got bad again, and some of them got other jobs. So we've like been so lucky, because we will drain our bank account because I refuse to make people homeless. It's hard. It's so hard. We run a line. We try to check in with them and be like, give us the smallest amount. And at a certain point, it's like, okay, see if you can apply for unemployment. You know, it's a balance, but we really will. At this point, we know, or are pretty sure the castle will survive the pandemic, and then we will be fine.
If the pandemic ends when people are saying it's going to end.
So
when are they saying it's going to end?
Well,
tomorrow, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you get the memo?
Oh,
there was a tweet about it.
Hold on, someone's at my door with the vaccine. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, supposedly around April is when people are saying that it's going to start. Like most people will have the vaccine by then.
Or the
so
end
April, May, and June, that time frame, it's supposed to start getting better at least. I don't know, but like that's our hope at this point.
We're dreaming, but it's a good dream.
The financial side of things for us was we just what Ryn said basically was we would have been better if we just closed down. We would have just been like, take all this money we have in the savings, shut down, and just pay rent. But like Ryn said, we had people depending upon us to, pay their rent. So we're like, cool, you 5 stay here, we'll pay you, you'll work, and we'll try to make up the difference by doing takeout orders and retail, which, talking about pivoting, Ryn, you can talk about this because it's your baby, but like, we went crazy. Ryn went crazy with retail, and she did an amazing job.
Kevin and I have this problem where we'll be like, hey, it would be good to have like an online show, or like doing more takeout, or a web store. And then we're like, we should have it tomorrow. And instead of spending like weeks of doing something. So in like 3 days, I set up a Shopify site with all our retail, and I did that right before Christmas. So like December was actually like an okay month for us because we had so many people just buying board games from us. We have a huge, I wouldn't say huge retail, but like a decent retail section now. So if you go to the castlebeverly.com/shop, you can look at our store and there's pictures of all our items, and we have the Adventure Zone game up there. And there's Castle Swag.
I think there are links in the chat right now.
I bet Sari's already putting up links.
Yeah.
She's so good.
So what you're saying is you actually ended up having a board game shop.
Yeah.
I never wanted retail. I don't like
actually
it.
love
Drives me
retail.
crazy. I mean, when a restaurant, you buy a bunch of food, and at the end of the week, you should have sold all that food, and then you buy the same amount of food so you can sell in a week. Retail, you can just keep for months, and it drives me insane.
I think this is the difference between us. Is I worked in a shop when I was in high school for 10 years. That when I got there, there were items. It was like an antique / like
junk
gift store. So it's been 15 years since I've worked there, and I just went because now they're closing and there's still items there that were there when I worked there. So I'm used to the fact that sometimes things sit a while because that was my whole life, whereas Kevin's like, it's been 3 weeks and no one's bought this game, it's never gonna go. And I'm
with hamburgers, you can't wait 3 weeks to sell it. You really want to sell that in a week.
So yeah, we did a lot of setting up our online shop, which has been really fun and really cool. We've done a lot of online events. We did an online New Year's Eve party.
Yeah. We're doing a lot more
our online trivia has been really, really fun. We were we put off doing it for a while because we honestly didn't think it would be fun. But we do it in a Zoom and all the teams are there and you go into breakout rooms with your team, and that's been really great. So
has your fan base grown because of that? Because now anybody can join?
I think in some ways. So like when we do trivia, like we have people in LA play, we have people in like all over the country playing, which is really cool. And I honestly, when this is over, I'll kind of miss it.
All of our convention friends, the people that we meet at all those conventions we went to, which we normally would never see or interact with from a business sense at all, now they're here doing trivia, and it's a little jarring, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, oh, you're used to convention Kevin and this is trivia Kevin, and I don't know if you'll like trivia Kevin, but
trivia Kevin. But yeah, we've done a lot, but it's been hard, but it's been like we've developed a lot of really cool things.
That stuff right there. I just want to make sure we get to some of these questions, and also I see that Jim Nable is in the wings. Oh, yeah. So if you have any questions for Kevin or Ryn and you want to get it in now.
I will. There is one question I wanted
Sarah's
to ask.
going to ask them.
Okay.
No. If you want to just look at the chat and do it yourself.
I know.
I don't even know what the chat is. Never mind. There's no chat.
No. Please, just do.
What do you want?
I just wanted to talk about the Cheetos and mac and cheese.
Great.
What?
Go ahead. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
He's got this handled. He's got this handled.
You have to explain.
Have they tried putting Cheetos, mac and cheese on the menu?
Hey,
we
grab me a beer.
We do have mac and cheese. We have buffalo mac and cheese and bacon mac and cheese. We haven't put Cheetos in them yet, but I mean, it's a pandemic and we're kind of bored, so maybe we'll try it.
Well, the thing is that we don't do any snacking. We thought like the snacky junk food crowd would be there a lot, but people treat us like a restaurant. Like we had a bunch of like
those fools.
I know those fools. I mean, we do have pizza bagels on our menu though, so like we're not totally going straight restaurant, but like we didn't have burgers when we first opened because we're like, people won't want burgers from us. And then we tried it and people were like, give us more burgers. And people ask for things they expect from a regular restaurant. So we've kind of been forced by our clientele to become a real restaurant. When before we thought like with gamers, we thought, all right, we'll just do
but even just
Mountain Dew.
Just do Mountain Dew. Do you have like Mountain Dew cocktails?
We don't have any Mountain Dew.
No, we're Fresca. We're a Fresca business.
We have Fresca?
Did I make that up?
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? What's the green dirt? I don't drink sodas unless they're brown. No, I thought there was another one.
Ginger ale. It's still ginger ale.
What's the other one?
Ginger ale.
Do we have
Sprite?
Mountain Dew?
Sprite.
Yeah.
Sprite and ginger ale.
Okay, what is the most popular board game played at the cafe?
That's a hard one because we get a lot of variety. So we have like families who will come in and just play like
Life.
The game of life, I would say, gets a lot of play.
Really? Does that game hold up? Because I haven't played it since I was like 10.
People are like, oh, these heteronormative values. Like, it depends.
Maybe that's just our clientele, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of us our clientele. So you have to be prepared that the game rewards you for doing well in your job and getting married and having kids. And like, to me, even with my progressive views, I still find that fun in a board game. It's like if I have to get the second minivan because I've had so many kids, I am like so pleased. But some people like don't love that because you're supposed to marry someone of the opposite gender, whatever.
Right.
Do what you want. But that gets a lot of play for like newer games.
My favorite is seeing the groups of high school kids come in and like secretly try to take the adult games off the shelf. We'd let them, but they act like they're doing something bad, and then they just take it in the corner and are giggling over the words.
They just like read the
half the
cards and are like,
times.
"What are you doing?"
Oh, like code names Midnight or something like.
Yeah,
like
both
all
like
the
that.
adult based.
Oh.
the like middle schoolers and the kids from the Christian college down the street act the same way.
Where they're just like, this card says boobs.
Except for the one who's like, I can say boobs, it doesn't scare me. So yeah, a lot of the party games get a lot of play. But it's actually like a really big variety. There's no clear winner, I would say.
Yeah, one of the first, like, I had to, when I built the business plan, I was like, this is for college students. We're going to it's going to be great. We're going to be open until 2 a.m. because that's when college students come out. Now, 5 years later, I could say our demographic is literally anybody. Yeah. We have grandparents come in, grandparent-aged people. Our grandparents come in with their 5-year-olds. We have, like, families come in. And then we still also get a lot of college students and stuff.
Awesome.
So.
Awesome. All right. We need to wrap this up because Jim is...
Well, okay, yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up, Mike. So if people wanted to play your trivia thing that you do, where do they go to do that?
So you can buy a trivia ticket on our shop, which is thecastlebeverly.com/shop, under virtual events, and I will they're Mondays at 7. We do them on Zoom, and I will send you a link like half an hour before, but intending to send it much earlier. And it's super. Sometimes they're themed. This one coming up this Monday is not themed. It's just general nerdy trivia. So it's just $5 a person. It's really, really fun.
And it's probably because we have so many friends in common. But like, I feel like every time you do trivia, like just my entire social media feed fills up with people saying how much fun they're having doing it. So
I like that.
Good job.
It's just me yelling questions at people for 2 hours.
They like that.
But you make the questions, right? You're not like pulling.
Yeah.
Write all
You
the
like
questions
create
for
your
it.
own game, which is
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Which means we
someone's
have
asking-
5 years worth of trivia just sitting in our computer somewhere. We should do something with.
Someone is asking 7 p.m. Eastern. Yes, I assume.
Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern time. There's a Facebook event for it. And I think all our Facebook events import to our website too if you don't do the Facebook thing, so you can see what's going on.
Awesome. Did you have any more questions? for our
No,
friends?
I just want to thank you so much for being on our show.
Yeah, I think we'll come back for gaming at the end.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
We're going to put our kids to bed,
Yeah, we
let
gotta
Jim
throw our
have
kids
some
in bed.
time, and then we'll come game with y'all.
Yay! Please do. We have some Damsels of Dorkington that aren't going to make it this evening, so we would love to have you.
We have a
join
single
us.
damsel.
We only
Well,
we have one Risty. We have one Risty joining us this evening, so
We have to get more things to
you
drink.
go get some more
Put our kids to bed
drinks.
and
Go
drink
put
more.
the kiddos to bed, and folks who are watching, go support our friends at Castle Beverly and go buy some board games. Check out their trivia night. If you're in the area of Beverly,
Yeah.
takeout, I guess.
Yeah, get takeout. We technically still take one table per room, but like we don't really like to.
Yeah. So
We'd rather people just take out.
And when this whole thing comes to an end, what game are we all going to play together?
Ooh.
Is it?
Oh, they're gone.
Never mind. They'll never know. No one's gonna
It'll be
know
a
what
surprise.
game we'll play together. They'll
We'll
have to
find
come
out
back.
when they come back for
We'll
Jackbox
find out when they
games.
come back.
They're
The
gonna
Adventure
figure it out.
Zone. It's really fun, and Together Studios makes it.
Which one?
The Adventure Zone board game. It's super.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
say it out loud. Don't say it out loud.
Oh,
the
oh,
audience
yes.
can't know.
Oh,
They
the
won't- they'll never
audience
know.
can't know.
I don't know.
They're
Okay.
gonna find out later.
Let's bring our friend Jim Nable on to the show. On
Jim
to our
Nable?
Quarantinapalooza 42. Oh, and while he's on his way, you want to grab that?
Oh, yeah.
Comic?
Yeah.
Hold on, Jim. Just a second.
Hold on, Jim.
Oh, never mind. No, he's there. We'll do this after. Carry on, Jim.
I can't tell if I'm here or not. Am I here?
Oh, you're definitely.
Apparently I'm not here yet. I am here.
You're here. You know what?
I have spies watching and confirming these things.
Things have gone. As we do this show, I forget that these transitions get smoother and smoother, and Daniel's like, boom,
He's
boom,
on it.
boom, and I
He's on
don't
it.
need to like.
You know, Steve Allen had the same problem on the first Tonight Show.
Did he?
Yeah. It just went on forever and ever. It was great, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna step off your toes and let you play us some
No.
music. No, we're not. We're gonna chat for
We're
a
gonna
second.
chat his
Never
ear
mind.
off for just a moment.
Okay.
Jim
Just
Nable.
a few minutes.
I think literally the last
music.
time I was in the no, actually second to last time I was in the same room with you. You were the leader of the band that was playing our wedding, which was such a. You were so talented, and it was such an amazing time.
That's all ended. I've stopped being talented.
It's COVID, you know. It's COVID time.
The band still exists, though.
And like you created an event that was like the most fun I've ever had with my clothes on, which was
Sorry.
which was
I didn't expect you to say that.
so you're playing our wedding and with your band, the Randy Bandits, and you're doing the thing, and we're all dancing and having a good time, and then like you just like stop and you're like, you know what? I know you two aren't Jewish, but I am. And then you did this thing, and I don't know what it's called, but all of a sudden I was set on a chair, and everyone was lifting us up in the air.
That was scary.
Oh, yeah.
It was scary.
No, it was like seriously so much fun.
I was in a swishy dress where it was slippery underneath, so like
Yeah,
as you're
I
jostling the
remember
chair
that.
and you're in a slippy
Of
dress.
course. Well, we had to do a hora. You know, it's a wedding.
Alright, there you
Is
go.
that what that's called?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not actually that Jewish, but I'm glad that I registered as a little bit Jewish.
Well, you said it on stage, I think. I don't know.
I probably lie a lot on stage.
Yeah, I
As
mean,
you should.
As you should.
Entertainment.
But like, so how do I get that to happen again? Do we need to get divorced and remarried, and then you have you play our wedding again?
I mean,
Y'all probably need a vaccine first.
you could lift each other on chairs right now, and I could play that same song if you wanted to go there.
I don't think it's gonna work with like our cat.
No, it
lifting
probably
the
wouldn't.
chair.
Wouldn't be the same
Just
thing.
let Jim do his Jim thing.
Okay.
Well, I really appreciate that, because that was an honor to play your wedding, and one of the coolest things we got to do was play at people's weddings and other kind of things. But with you guys, it was especially special because, you know, coming from musical background and all the kind of music that we shared prior to that and after that, it was just really cool to be involved in that. So I will always treasure that memory too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
nope.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
She was gonna say, do your thing, man.
Well, I think this is the song to start with. My 10-year-old Jameson suggested I play it, and I think I'm definitely sure we played this at your wedding, so it might sound a little familiar. It's definitely the least Jewish song I have. She's my traveling companion, and we're traveling down the road. And sometimes she drives, sometimes I drive, sometimes I pump the gas. And we're standing by the canyons, and we're standing with our loads. And I feel alive, she feels alive. Sometimes we start to laugh. We go, ha ha ha, hee hee hee. The sky looks big above us. Ha ha ha, hee hee hee. The ground stretched out for miles. She's my traveling companion, traveling companion, traveling companion for a while. She's my traveling companion, and she's squeezing on my hand. We wear sunglasses through the passes, traveling with the trucks, and the flags have seized the canyons, and the fear has seized the land. It'll last until it crashes, and till then we'll live on luck. We'll go ha ha ha, hee hee hee. The sky looks big above us. Ha ha ha, hee hee hee. The ground stretched out for miles. She's my traveling companion, traveling companion, traveling companion for a while. Da 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 da. She's my traveling companion, and we're traveling down the road. Sometimes she drives, sometimes I drive, sometimes sometimes I pump the gas, and we're standing by the canyons, and we're standing with our load. I feel alive, she feels alive. Sometimes we start to laugh, we start to laugh, we start to laugh, we start to laugh. Looking at her, looking at me, traveling all the way across the entire country. Looking at her, looking at me, traveling all the way to the Statue of Liberty. Can you hear the clapping in my live studio audience? Oh, what does that mean? It is. Oh, I always have sound problems. Does that mean you couldn't hear anything I was playing? Oh, okay. Maybe it was just, I'll turn the gain down a little bit. How's this? That's, I see the problem. It's probably too much gain. Is it better? Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It is, in fact, how it always goes. Well, why don't I just play a little bit more, and you can tell me if things get better or worse. Hopefully they'll get better. So my live studio audience is in Cape Charles, Virginia. They're my wife, who that song is obviously about, and her parents, who are responsible for her existence, and my kids, and all of us are responsible for their existence. So it's kind of a nice live studio audience I have. So I'm going to play something from the new Randy Bandits album. This is a Jim Nable on the Randy Bandits album. You can let me know as we go, like, you know, how it sounds. How's that guitar? You hear it? Okay. Speaking of nostalgia, it was a lifetime ago. I had several other friends. They all stayed there with me through the bitterest of ends. Then we made our own way, had our brilliant careers. I still think about them every day, words still ringing and singing in my ears. Oh, you immortal gods, above and below, whether you exist or not, whether this is just a plot, whether it is just my lie, I already know. There is no time, just a stream of decisions by which we try to define that which we could have done different, could have done this or that, could have lived here or there. But in the end, it isn't really so bad, long as you end up somewhere. Oh, you immortal gods, above and below, whether you exist or not, whether this is just a plot, whether it is just my lie, I already know. I already know. You and me by the river, by that old railway line, taking our own self-taking picture to record and hang on the wall for the rest of our time. You were in my hometown right about 2003. 2 years ago the world burned down. You stayed standing with me. Whoa, you immortal gods, just a plot. Whether it is just my lie, I already know. I already know. I already know. I already know. Thank you, everybody. All right, so on a scale of 5 to 10, how was that? That's pretty good for these things, I find. I don't know about you guys. The sound is always the hardest part. Can you hear that echo? I've got a little delay happening. So that's a song from the new Jim Nable and the Randy Bandits album that came out in December of 2020. Is there any way to turn the volume down on that thing when it's... Yeah, thank you. It was it's the number 8 album of the year according to Here Comes the Flood, that hot blog from the Netherlands. I don't know if you guys follow them, but it's actually a really great blog. And I'm not making fun of the Netherlands. We love the Netherlands. And Here Comes the Flood is a great blog that has known us for like 12 years or so. But the album's out, and I'm going to play probably a few more songs from that. That seems appropriate at this time. I also feel like it's probably going to be appropriate at some point to acknowledge the world outside of us. But right now, I think we're just trying to make each other feel okay. So I'm going to go in a soothing direction now. I find this song soothing. I hope you do too. Is the guitar audible now? I can turn this up a little bit. That's okay. I got this, Jameson. Thank you. Jameson, my son, has been doing some background vocals. I don't know if you've been able to hear him at some points. We'll bring him in later. More. And these are the first chords of the first song ever sung about some great big someone in the sky. Sung in a room with some friends come and gone, who I couldn't linger on if I tried. And you were there too, I think that was you, who gave me the strength to be free. And if that's true, I'd have to thank you. But I don't know if that was you, if it was me. They said you won't drag me down through the center of the town, and you won't make me wear a crown of gold. For despite all you've heard, I'm a man of his word, and you won't drag me down that road. Sing the ooze here, Jameson. That'd be nice. Next time it comes around, you can do the ooze. Priorities change and dreams rearrange. You reevaluate your old plan. The struggle between is the struggle I need, for it's there where I see who I am. But you won't drag me down through the center of the town, and you won't make me wear a crown of gold. For despite all you've heard, I'm a man of his word, and you won't drag me down that road. Nice. We'll do it again, but louder. There you go. Very nice. Oh, you can both do the ooze. I have my 6-year-old son here too. I swear to be true. I swear this to you. I swear this to you with a smile. You swear to me what'll be then will be, and we both will be free in a while. Well, you won't drag me down, no, you won't drag me down. You won't make me wear a crown of gold. But despite all you've heard, I'm a man of his word, and you won't drag me down that road. No, you won't drag me down that road. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if you guys were able to hear Jameson and Malcolm Nable on the backing vocals. A little bit? Oh, good. Everybody's got thumbs up. Nice job, guys. They've been suffering, hopefully sometimes enjoying the musical odyssey that has been their father's life. Sometimes they listen to me. It's nice. So I have to build up the courage for this, but I did, bring in a song that's so appropriate for tonight that I can't not play it. And it is, of course, starting with David Bowie's experience, sort of. And it was David Bowie's birthday yesterday, and it was the day he died, actually, tomorrow. So that's appropriate. And also this song features a cat, and I know how important cats are to this. So I'm going to try to make this work. It's going to be, for the first time, playing publicly my ukulele that my son Malcolm actually got for me for Christmas. So let me just switch that over here. Hold on for 1 second. Can you hold this, Jameson? Thank you very much. Yes. Jameson's being a roadie. He's got it. So just, if you just want to sort of set that down gently, maybe like here. This will work. Okay. Perfect. It's almost like a guitar stand. All right. So the thing I know about ukuleles is that they're impossible to tune. So I've just given up. David Bowie died in the summer of '16. I was listening to Black Star on the freeways of LA. Hillary and Bernie were still vying for the honor of losing to you-know-who. I was living in the tar pits in some borrowed house with someone else's cat and a second-hand guitar and a car I had to park and repark, listening to Black Star. Woo. Yeah. Tom Petty died in the fall of '17. I was driving down the road in Sacramento when I heard about to make another trip, trying to be clean. I wasn't backing down, I was free falling, living by the tar pits on somebody's couch with someone else's cat and a second-hand guitar and a car I had to park and repark. Promises are hard. She said, have you got used to the lying yet? And how do you feel about the day-to-day? She said, you can't show them you're trying, just and keep on lying and tell them that you stay, even as you're driving away. Drive away, drive away, drive away. Hey. John Prine and Justin Towns gone fishing forever now, on the worst of all the worst of years, but didn't it end better? Me, I'm from the western coast where I was raised and lived the most, but now it seems I'm on the east coast forever, living in my tar pits in my very own house, my very own kids, my ukulele and my 2 guitars, and a car I have to park and repark, and park and repark. Yeah, drive away, drive away, drive away, drive away, drive away, drive away, drive away. of 16, I was listening to Black Star on the freeways of LA. Thank you. To all the cool cats out there. Thank you. I have such a good roadie support team here. It's really wonderful. You guys are such a nice audience. I mean, feel free to interrupt me if you want to, but I'll just kind of keep doing my thing if that's cool.
Is this a good place for your ukulele, sir?
That's a great place for my ukulele. Thank you, sir. This is another song from the new album by Jim Nable and the Randy Bandits. The album is called Blue Reunion. This is a song called Citadel. There is a citadel in the center of the city. The taxi drivers know it well. The routes to it are plenty. But I've been getting there on a horse-drawn carriage gently. And you could tell him that no one has sent me. There is a citadel, and the gates to it are many. They all seem to lock against me. But I've been getting in through the skylight near the Sentry. You could tell him that no one has sent me. But if I find the gates unlocked, I won't register the shot. I'll sit down and act like it was meant to be. Walking down an open road and to the castle across the moat, I will find another point of entry. I used to know you well through the years and cross the century. Now I find our friendship has grown empty. It's like a kind of hell watching you with all this envy, knowing that we used to be so friendly. But if I find your gates unlocked, I won't register the shot. I just try to pick up where we left off. Walking down your open road to your castle across your moat, I walk right up to your gate and knock. There is a citadel in the center of the city. The taxi drivers know it well. The routes to it are plenty. But I be getting there on a horse-drawn carriage gently. You could tell him that no one sent me. There is a citadel, and the gates to it are many, if there even are any. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, home crew. Cheers to you guys and the ever-widening citadel moat. Hey, why don't I play? Okay, here's going to be another little stretch, another song on the key of E. I definitely played this at your wedding, and I definitely played this at my wedding, or at least had it played for me, and then maybe I played it later. It's called Afterglow. Rubbed my tired eyes, walked out on the veranda. Me and sweet Miranda were just rolling out of bed. Mexican morning, the sun is softly warming our newly forming bodies, for last night we wed. And the we wrote each other's vows. Nobody was missing when we started into kissing. All I wished for was what I have now, and the orange red glow from the rolling globe was washing over everything that lay below in the afterglow, in the afterglow. And down in Savannah we swung upon the willows, talked between the pillows while the war passed by. Later on in Cuba, you blew up on your tuba, and I was firmly rooted to the blood red sky and the orange red glow from a rolling globe was washing over everything that lay below. It always pretty sloppy, but we called it love. As long as we're together, I will never say I ever felt much better or had such fun. Everybody stop dancing. There you go. And the cobblestones of Nable, when we rode up to the chapel, there were children selling apples. Felt like something bringing us to be here now. It was an orange red glow from a rolling globe was washing over everything that lay below in the Does that sound vaguely familiar to you guys? Maybe? It could be. All right, you really want me to play the Jewish song, don't you? Yes, I can tell you do. Okay. I expect to see at least some cats lifted for this. I don't know if you guys are actually on screen with me. I can't tell. But I can see you, and that will give me pleasure. This is a song called People Change. Keep the tracks before the train. Never turn your back on rain. Everything will stay the same until you change. Under stacks of fallen fame, known by 6 or 7 names, when the proud attack the tame or shame the vain. When people change, people change, people change. Sounds Jewish, right? Take me to the wooden shed with a pitchfork, stone, and bed. There's a whole lot that's been said, but not done. When you're dead and underground, or on your head and making sound, it's just instead of going around that you come. People change, people change. Fiddle play and guitar strum. Look what we have overcome. Oh, and I can't believe what we have overcame. Looking out across the town, rooftops red and black and brown. There's some people that I found that are strange. People change, people change, people change. Yes, go cat. Da, 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 da. Go cat, go cat, go cat. Do your little kitty dance. You are dressed all in white, and your skin is so tight. I like to watch you as you prance. Da 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 da. Chekhov's cherry trees, Balzac's birds, and Bessie's bees. There's some people that are free when they're bound under swinging pendulums by the drum before the drum. We are so often overcome before we're found. People change around, but the mission of the man is to plan before you stand. Oh, and I think I understand. Building towers in the sky, that's just one way to get high. There are others if you try to name them. People change when you change them. Walking bridges in the rain gets you just as wet, the same as the river running tame beneath you. And keep the tracks before the train, never turn your back on rain. Everything will stay the same. We need you. Keep the tracks before the train, never turn your back on rain. Everything will stay the same until you change. Under stacks of father fame, known by 6 or 7 names, when the proud attack a tame and shame the day. People change, people change, people change, change, people change, people change, people change, people change, change people, change people, change. This is not a real cat, but it says hi to your cat. It's a Himalayan cat, right? Yeah. Yes, okay, good. It's all right. It's safe to applaud now. So, flashbacks? Yes, okay, good. That's probably the best I can hope for with my music. But I appreciate it. Speaking of flashbacks, here's a song I wrote about some more animals. Birds. Morning dove outside my window every morning, day and night. Where is my love? She's in Seattle. Where are my sons? They're by her side. But I hope that they call. I will then tell them about the morning dove and how he flies. Every time I go to the window where he sits on my fire escape and watches me as I cry. And I have a picture of my grandparents when they were young in 1949. She sits on his lap, both of them smiling, and I think my father is somewhere inside. That's where I'm from, that's where I'm going, when the morning dove comes and alights outside my window. Two of them coming, one for me, one for my pride. And it's been so long since I've been near you, and it's been so long since I have said all of those things that were once clear to you, but that I kept locked away up in my head. But I know I belong, and I know that you're coming. I see you morning dove is outside my window, and I look at them and I think of you, and I know that you right by my Thank you, live studio audience. So I've lost track of time, as we all have. Got it. I've been given the signal, and oh whoa, the signal is fluctuating. I'm gonna play 1 to 10 songs now. Okay. Well, here's another somewhat contemporary song written in maybe the year before 2017, but I suppose it probably relates. The machine is in the steeple, and it is not alright, giving power to the people, but it is not alright. And the bluebird fell the eagle, it is not alright, everything is not alright. When they say he will get better, it is not alright. When they say you can't write letters, it is not alright. When your chains are turned to fetters, it is not alright. Everything is not alright. It's only rock and roll, but it is not alright. Going for an evening stroll, but it is not alright. The police are on patrol, and it is not alright. Everything is not alright. When the chants and all the candles say it is not alright, taking all that I can handle, it is not alright. And the Visigoths and Vandals say it's not alright, everything is not alright. Pledge allegiance to the nation, it is not alright. You can take a paid vacation, it is not alright. Tell the doctors and the patients it is not alright. Everything is not alright. You tell Jesus and Muhammad that it is not alright. Tell Moses and the Brahmins that it is not alright. Hanging on to Halley's Comet, it is not alright. Everything is not alright. You tell the women and the men it's not alright. One more time again, it's not alright. But this is not the end, and it is not alright. Everything is not alright. Sometimes you gotta say it, everything is not alright. To make it alright, you gotta say everything is not alright. You guys missed the jazz dancing that was happening that my sons are performing, a little like box step thing. It was awesome. Probably not legal to put them on screen, but here, do you want to pop in and say hi?
Wait, can I? Hello.
Yeah, there's one son. Here's another one.
Hello.
There he goes. Okay. So what do you guys want to do here? I mean, like, another one song. Let's do it. Okay. I have to go out on this one because it's my traditional closing song. I know that I probably made you dance to this, hopefully, like a slow dance, something. At your wedding, also at my wedding, at any wedding that I could play it for. I will fight the hungry lions till my duty calls to rise. I will try to keep on trying through a silver lining tide. I will wear a darker shade of red or blue. I will do just what I'm made on earth to do. long as I can do it. Know I'll get on through it as long as I can do it with you. I will wander greener pastures, I will tend forgotten weeds, I will squander your disasters, I will ponder last year's seeds. I will wear the foot that fits the other shoe, I will do just what I'm made on earth to do. As long as I can do it, I know I'll get on through it. As long as I can do it with you. I'm gonna go into the mountain, take a test of fire and flood. I will hold my fingers counting all the days of flesh and blood. Shudder just to think that it's all true. I will do just what I'm made on earth to do. As long as I can do it, know I'll get on through it. As long as I can do it with you. So let's take a moment here and think about the good stuff. Whoever's listening and watching at home, I know what my good stuff is. You know what your good stuff is. I find that it's useful, especially at a time like this, when it's a new year. Let's take that good stuff and hold on to it. Name it. Call it what it is. Because that is what is going to take you through all the other stuff. That's not a very deep thing to say, but it's true. And I think that's important to say it. I will ride the train or carriage, I will ride the rusty rail. I will ride down to the marriage, I will raise a wedding veil. And if I fail, at least I tried my best for you. I will do just what I'm made on earth to do. As long as I can do it, know I'll get on through it. As long as I can do it with you. Oh, only with you, only with you, only with you, only with you. L'chaim. Well, here we are still together.
Yeah. Here we
Now-
are.
Now what would you like to do?
I don't know. I think we're gonna move on to our next. So, you're so amazing, dude. Thank you so much for sharing your art and your music with us, both at our wedding and now, and
Thanks.
all the times in between.
Thank you and Sarah for all that you do for all the artists and all the people out there. Everybody really appreciates it.
We
I have to say that artists are separate from people. I don't know why I'm differentiating. all the people.
I don't do things for people. Just artists.
Just artists, right?
Yes. Yeah. Thank
Cool.
you, and feel free to share. Where should folks get your music? Like Bandcamp.
Bandcamp's great. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Apple, all the other stuff that you stream on or buy stuff from. The album is called Blue Reunion. It's you can look up the Randy Bandits if you can't remember how to spell Jim Nable. All those things will lead to the same place. And of course, our lovely back catalog that includes such colorful albums as Golden Arrow and Redbeard. Redbeard was very prominently featured tonight in album strength. But
We
yeah.
do have some fans from the Netherlands, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just so you know.
Here comes
I
the
think
flood.
they're sleeping right now. But
Yeah, they're definitely sleeping right now.
but
Well, I
they're
hope they watch
partners.
this and hear about Here Comes the Flood, because number 8 for 2020 is a pretty cool thing. I think it's fun. So
Yeah.
That is fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jim Nable, for joining us tonight in Quarantinapalooza. We hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
And yeah, stay safe and thank your kiddos for being part of.
Great. And if you guys want to get married again, have rededication. I'm happy to bring back the band. And
Yeah.
I'd marry you again.
Yeah, I'd marry you as well.
All right, so
as well.
We're just gonna
Let's
get
plan on that.
divorced.
Save the
and then
date. Save the date.
or just
Get
have
re-engaged.
a party.
Well,
Right.
as we talked about before, we also play divorces. So
Right.
Oh, okay. So we
So
can,
we could have you play twice.
either way.
sure.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna live
Quarantinapalooza
with you.
50.
All
That's
right.
like in 8 weeks or something.
Yeah,
All right.
that's not far enough away.
All right. Good
All
night,
right.
Jim Nable. Thank
Jim
you
Nable,
for
Good
joining
night,
us.
guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
While this is drying. You
Oh, so
do
Sarah
your
just
thing.
glued back together her finger.
My
Did you
finger's
not want to
fine.
bring that up?
No. But okay. I cut my finger yesterday, so I had to play piano today, and I can't play guitar probably for a few days.
So wait, somebody donated those knives to us, right? Who
No,
was it?
no. It was I got a gift card from one of my students.
Oh, from one of your students. Okay.
And
It
then
wasn't
I
a
used
smoosher.
it
Okay.
wasn't a smoosher, and I used the gift card to buy new knives for us, and they're really sharp and new.
And she's been super gluing her finger back together ever since, which is why she was not playing guitar tonight.
Yep. Yep.
Well, that looks really horrifying.
Yeah. Our horrifying image for the evening is that fish with the human teeth. So,
Also,
While
horrifying
we're-
images for tonight.
speaking of which, let's chat about this while Daniel gets up all the Jackbox games. We got Rissy coming in. We have Ryn and Kevin. We're gonna play some Jackbox games.
Rissy!
We got a copy of Calico from our guest from about a month and a half ago, H.H. German. So Calico is about a superhero who kicks the shit out of anybody who abuses animals,
Yeah.
which is super rad. And I like it.
It's like,
I-
first of all, the printing, it's like a really nice, it's just, the production values are really high.
It's
really
a very
nice.
slick
The
graphic
art
novel.
is really nice, and the way they produce it is really nice. The story is horrifying and cute at the same time. There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of violence. There's also cute animals. Like,
It's cute but also yes, horrifying.
right.
But what I can ingest that better than I could ingest like John Wick, which
Mm-hmm.
is kind of my like I can't watch that. I've never watched it and I don't want to watch it. But because you can kind
I mean,
of
we
like
watched John Wick, but we skipped the part where the dog dies.
sure, yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
to see that. But like the places where there are animal violence, you know, in there, like you can look at it for a second and then move on. It's not so dramatic that like it doesn't stay in my brain. I can unsee it if I need to unsee it.
There's like
So it's
animal
not-
violence, and then you see Calico, the superhero,
Yeah.
just like destroy the people who did the animal violence. So.
And also some of the animals just like totally take down the people who were not kind to them. So I think it's a great comic.
And
I recommend it. You should
and you can go buy it from
check
your
it out.
local comic book
Yeah.
store, Calico.
Yeah. So thank you, H.H. German, for sharing this with us. Yeah, we'll have to have him back on at some point. So.
And I like that. So H.H. Sherman was he was a boxer, and like this main character is a boxer. I just read this.
Also, the picture of him in the shower is very sexy.
Yeah, there's
I was
some
like,
very
wow.
well placed steam,
It's very steamy.
Awesome.
right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
That's
this
it.
came
If you
in.
want to see more, you got to get it yourself.
That's the first
check
of
out
8
Calico.
issues. Go check out Calico, the superhero who kicks
Mm-hmm.
the shit out of people who abuse animals.
Yay. And now we're going to move on to Jackbox games. We have Rissy.
Rissy!
Hi. Here. Oh, do you guys ever read any Detective Comics, DC?
I've barely read any comics.
Okay.
But go
there's
on.
There's a character named Dexstar, Dexstarr, who is a kitten. He's a little kitty, and he, you might really like this. He, in the DC universe, there's these personified emotions, and they create a rainbow, the emotional rainbow, and red is the color of rage. And it's basically like if you like green is willpower and blue is hope, and if you are just utterly consumed with a kind of emotion, then the powers that control this stuff out in the universe may make you a designated holder of the lantern Like you can be like that's where the Green Lantern comes from. But there are Red Lanterns, and so one night Dexter is owned by an old lady, and thugs break into her apartment and kill her. And he is so possessed with rage that he becomes a Red Lantern, the living avatar of the universal personification of rage, and kills them all. It's glorious. And he's so great. And he thinks in like little cat thoughts.
Aww.
So he's like, I am Dexter. I is good kitty. And he's so tiny and cute. And he wears the ring. So like with the Green Lantern, he has the power ring. Dexter has the ring on his tail.
Aww.
Aw.
I like it.
So yeah, if you guys like animal abusers, just shitty people meeting their ends at the hands of adorable animals, well, Dexter is by far my favorite DC character.
All right. Shitty people should end their life. Yeah.
At the hands of a kitten that can vomit rage lava.
I think we've fostered some of those. I'm pretty sure.
I like in the chat I have JDM314 saying, "Holy shit, Rissy is saying something good about Detective Comics."
Yes, well, I am generally not a fan of Detective Comics. I'm more of a make mine Marvel kind of girl, but Dexter, fucking awesome. Oh, and guess what arrived?
What?
My Christmas card!
I know who sent you that.
Oh, yes.
I love it. Come, all ye faithful, blast me in my face, yeah.
What wonderful people.
Nancy,
yes.
bring joy to people
You
in
know.
the U.S. and Canada now.
Right. Thank you so much, Nancy. I friggin' love it. And yeah, it arrived well after Christmas, but who cares? The fact that it got here is good.
Yeah. I think there's a window between Christmas and New Year's where it is still very appropriate to.
Well, isn't that how it used to be celebrated, like in England and Europe and shit? That like Christmas actually went all the way past New Year's.
It did. It went to Epiphany, which I think is today or whatever.
Okay, well, see, it still counts.
Yeah, it's when the wise men weren't there on Christmas night. It took them some time, so that's the time that we celebrate, I guess. That's when you got to get your cards in. If the wise men have arrived, forget it. You just you're done.
So we actually have breaking news here on Quarantinapalooza.
We do.
Pornhub says that Donald Trump is now banned from their platform. I guess he's just stuck with MySpace. God, I don't want to know.
I think
either way, it's funny.
Hope it's a joke.
I'm almost.
It must be a joke. Oh, is he on MySpace?
Wouldn't that be funny?
I don't want to look it up.
He's like the only person on
MySpace.
Oh man, yep. Quarantinapalooza. We're here for your breaking news.
Flying Badger says, "Get ready for Donald Trump on OnlyFans."
Oh no. I see some Kevin Grant in the background. I think he's gonna play some games with us. Is that Kevin? I think that's Kevin.
I don't know.
Could be Ryn. I don't know. I don't have my glasses on.
Really?
Oh, now I see. Nope, I can see you on the big screen now. Well, I knew it was you.
Putting our oldest to bed, so she'll be here soon.
Well, you know what? The chair behind you makes you look like you have long hair because of the shape of the chair and the color of your hair.
My luscious.
I'm seeing. I have an appointment for my eye doctor in March, and I've just stopped wearing my glasses because of masks. I don't like.
Oh, it's
fog, and it's not so bad that I can't get around or drive. I just can't see Kevin's face on Quarantinapalooza. So
no, I have terrible eyesight, so I can't get away with not wearing my glasses, and it's the worst. I'm thinking about getting laser shot into my eyes.
I know someone who had that, and they are very big proponents of it. Erica.
Yeah. Okay. My dad had it and loved it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not super. I mean, it's expensive if you just are doling out the money but it's not like terribly expensive for something that, like, if you're going to be spending money on contacts or glasses for the rest of your life, and maybe it would be worth it eventually.
I also feel like glasses are such a big part of my identity and my look. Like, I wouldn't want to get rid of them.
I had a friend who actually got LASIK, and then he wore fake glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
when he like dressed up and stuff.
There are people who do that. Like,
It's an accessory. I gave him so much crap for it because I was like, listen, you're rubbing my nose and my inability to see anything. So
Yeah, that's like people with luxurious hair who get it shaved. Like, I'm like, shut up.
I hadn't thought about that. Who did that? Who does that?
Oh, Jesus. Our friend, he used to live across the street from your indie music night event that we used to run. What's his name? Rick?
Oh, yeah. Rick Gonzalez?
Rick Gonzalez. Just beautiful fucking locks of hair, and he shaves it off like I do. And
I
I'm
didn't know. Yeah, I've never seen him with hair. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can see from his hairline that he's just like has beautiful head of hair, and he just shaves it off.
What an asshole.
Yeah, what an asshole. Like, I've had hair loss since I was 21. Like, I started shaving just to beat it to the punch. And like,
you have a nice skull. Most people don't have nice skulls.
I think I don't know if I'd like Michael with hair. I don't know. I think this is a good look.
Like, my dad also started going bald when he was 18. He also, like, he rocks that Jean-Luc Picard skull, and I'm like, I wish I'd inherited my dad's skull. Mine is a lumpy, horrible Klingon skull that I assume came from my mother's side.
Wait, your mom was a Klingon?
I mean, in some ways, yeah. Yeah, like half Klingon, half hippie. Mm-hmm. I'm a quarter hippie.
I feel like those two don't mesh well.
Hey, Michael.
Come on. Are we doing a game?
It's been up here.
We're doing your game.
Chatting. I'm sorry. Karate Joe, hello. David Z, hello. Sari, Beth B. Okay, I'm getting off chat.
I have it on over here. It's fine. I'll be the Amanda.
I have to commend you, Sarah. Your chat skills just amazing. I didn't even realize that was you typing all the responses while we were doing our interview because you were just on it. Whole paragraphs. And didn't even look like it was it.
I think it's also because I teach online, and so I'm good at maintaining eye contact while I multitask and do other things, I guess. Like, I'll just be shopping on Instagram while I'm teaching a guitar.
Yeah, if I was doing it, I'd just be like, yeah, I can... Hold on. And I'd just disappear for a second, and you just watch me type for 30 seconds, which is just riveting TV, let me tell you.
Oh, yes. All right. All right, so we should open this up to some folks who want to, other folks who want to play.
Lovely folks on the chat.
Yeah.
Should I just say it out loud, or is someone going to put it in the chat?
No. Well, don't say it out loud.
But we're literally asking people to join in.
I don't know how this works. People just show up.
Oh,
Look
here
at that.
Oh, boom, boom.
Boom. Badger, Shane. Yeah, Beowulf.
Oh, Beowulf's here.
God
we're all
damn
gonna
it.
lose.
Valerie's playing.
Damn
it. Valerie's-
She's going to win.
Yeah, she's gonna win.
Yeah, she's gonna kick all our asses.
All right, here we go.
Here I go again. Somebody on my Twitter feed just tweeted that since Trump is getting banned from all of these different social media sites, that he feels bad if Trump has to lose all of his Neopets.
Is that like a Tamagotchi?
I don't know.
I don't know
get
what a
the joke.
Neopet. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just an online Tamagotchi. But if you like, lose your Neopets account, they will die.
Okay.
Well, I feel real bad for his Neopets. But good for our democracy.
He probably loves them.
Yeah.
Very special.
Ooh! Woo! Woo!
Boom!
I love it.
This is your wake-up call.
My God!
Oh.
Welcome to Trivia Murder Party. You just checked in to a game of murder.
Do you ever play Jackbox games at the cafe, Kevin?
Will survive.
No, they don't.
But surviving is different than
They're all...
surviving.
We actually don't have anything digital at the castle.
Okay.
So.
First question.
I mean, you are probably bored.
Who is Meghan Markle? Use your device to answer the question.
Oh.
That goes for the audience, too.
Oh.
I don't know this.
I think I know it.
Why would I know this?
I don't think you do.
Time
You know, this is where Ryn would have shown. She's so good at these.
Oh,
man.
I got it right.
Yeah, because it's like Duchess of Cambridge. That's Prince William's wife.
Yeah, that's what Michael was thinking,
Yeah, that's
too.
exactly what I was thinking, Rissy.
I just like Sussex as a word.
Right?
Yeah, has a lot of X's.
Just like you.
My back by drawing on your device.
Oh, Kevin, Rissy, Kevin.
Hello! Lovely to meet you.
Weird that I can't do this right now.
Perhaps all of the above.
I love how many cats are getting tattooed on this back.
Oh, man. Is that what just happened?
I mean, I'm not tattooing anything, so... Oh, because I won the last one. Right, got it.
Oh, that was a lot of cats.
That's a lot of good cats.
We have to vote for a favorite cat.
I mean, that's a very nice palm tree, so
Are those
whatever.
boobs?
Those aren't even all cats.
Favorite tat.
Oh.
If they are boobs, one of
most of
them's
them are
got a
cats.
mole
You can
that
see
needs
your
to
bias.
be checked out.
What did we decide?
We're on a team.
Oh, good.
One likes ties.
That makes things
Hi,
easier.
Ren.
Hello, I've returned.
I
Welcome
remember.
back.
Hello.
I was reading
That was
my
actually the one I voted
by,
for.
by K.A. Applegate, who wrote the Animorphs, but this book is much less upsetting than Animorphs.
Man, Animorphs is some weird shit.
It's so good, and I'm obsessed, and I like go and like rant about forever, but I didn't want to destroy him with it yet.
See, I remembered who the Duchess of Sussex was.
Nice.
No, the other way around. I remembered that the person, whatever her name is, was
Yeah,
the
I
Duchess.
don't know what you're talking about. It's fine.
Rissy, that is Ryn. Ryn, that's Rissy.
Hello, Lucy.
Now you know.
Sarah,
Do you
you're
watch
very good at introductions.
You are. Ryn, do you watch any of the YouTube shit on Animorphs books?
No, but I feel like I should.
Yeah, there's some really deep dives. I think you would love it.
They just had the graphic novels come out, and I just tweeted at my bookstore, who I know the owner of. I was like, order this for me. I need it.
I just answered without your permission or.
I'm talking about Animorphs. Animorphs and Fast and Furious are things I just start like yelling about, and everyone's like, "We didn't ask for this."
And pirates.
Oh, that's true.
I've asked Jimmy Hearties.
It's a problem.
Anything about the
Oh, you already asked.
Pirates of the Caribbean franchise is
Oh,
just
I was
out of
like,
this, just crazy.
In too deep to those.
Oh, I did
dang.
wrong.
Come on, this trivia. You should come to me.
Kim,
He's dead now?
that's Ryn. Kim, that's Kevin.
Wait, I saw
Never.
Kim in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Kim.
I wasn't.
Killing room.
But it's, many people just like ignore introductions and are just like they'll figure it out. And Sarah's like on top of it, and I am grateful for that.
Thank you.
When this was used in
Just wanna
magic
make
shows,
sure.
Where should we
there were
hide?
safeguards inside to
Ooh,
prevent
what?
injury. But don't worry,
There?
I took those out.
But like, there are people who review the Animorphs TV show. There are people who review the books, like,
I
and
heard
they get like
nothing good.
really into it.
What do you mean you've heard nothing good? You didn't watch the
About
show?
the TV show? No, I
Oh, I was like so psyched, and it was very disappointing. But I loved it anyway because that's how much I loved Animorphs.
Okay, what is Animorphs?
Wow, I died like
Okay.
twice.
Animorphs.
So Animorphs was a book series that came out when I was in late elementary school, which for me would be so like 3rd, 4th grade, and then continued to come out after that. And essentially, it is an alien race that comes to Earth. I guess I should start with the Animorphs themselves. So there's a good race of aliens, and they can morph into different creatures, and they give like 5 human kids, might not be 5, might be 4, human kids a power to morph into any animal. They just have to like touch them, and then they take their DNA and they can morph into those animals.
Mm-hmm.
The bad guys in it are called Yerks, and they're essentially slugs that crawl into the brains of the occupants
Everybody
of the
knows what a vole is.
Well,
That's- yeah.
planet they're occupying, and they take over them. So like Kevin could be a Yerk right now, and I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Or we both could be.
We
Yerks.
could both be Yerks. Marco's mom was a Yerk, and we didn't know until like way into the series. Anyway, the series ends tragically because K. Applegate is like, "This is war. I'm not messing around." And I read that like when I was like way past the series and was like 17 and babysitting, and was like, "Oh, they have the last book of that series I loved," and was horrified. But they're actually like really well done. Like the lead, like all it's like diverse and like feminist and a little before its time, but also like very upsetting. because it's very like about war.
I did wrong.
Oh, come on.
Still alive.
Well, you're not helping me.
I know. I'm yelling about Animorphs.
How did you
Who did
not
that?
know the envelope wasn't the balloon?
I'm reading my 10-year-old son about.
I assumed it was, and then I
10-year-old
assumed I was
son,
wrong.
A book by the same author that's about a homeless family
usually
and not
like-
about aliens taking over the world.
It's probably a trick.
Oh, it's Quiplash
Quiplash.
within Murder Trivia
To
Party.
the best
Oh, shit!
and hit send.
What a wild turn of events.
I made this timer a little longer, mostly so I have time to wrangle the. Let's get lashed.
The social situation
You could have
is
argued.
more painful than
No, it's
torture.
good. It's good. It's good.
All right, everyone else.
Oh, that's fair.
Dies.
Wait, I wanted the fewest vote? No.
You wanted the fewest votes, or you the most
You
votes?
wanted the most
You want the
votes.
most votes.
Oh, okay.
Votes.
The player with the fewest votes dies.
Yep.
We should have been more on the
I know. We
nose.
should have been
I was
more
like, oh,
insulting.
Is that 2 on the nose? But it wasn't on the nose enough.
We have died.
That's all right.
Oh. No,
Catherine.
but you're still in the game, though.
I can insult our show. You can't insult our show.
No, you can't. It's fine.
No, you
We
can't.
get any other live streams, not
No,
this one.
I give you both permission to insult our show.
You should say the
Aw.
McElroys. Something.
The
The McElroys, you mean? The McElroys.
The McElroy show is
We'll
great.
go to the final round. Next question. According to the 22nd Amendment, what's the maximum number of years someone can serve as president?
I just thought we knew this.
I mean,
Is that
Wait.
different according to the amendment?
am I
Well, now I'm
Trick-
questioning
this might be a
everything.
trick.
obvious?
Because I would say maybe it's that, like if they came in, part way and then had 2 full.
I want to shout out to anybody
Yeah.
that came over and visited us from Molly Lewis's live stream. Apparently, she
Hello.
was gonna send some folks this way.
Oh,
We like Molly.
I love Molly.
Molly.
She has great hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't
Oh.
like rank people by their hair, but
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
We did it.
Sorry.
Time for consequences.
See, it's Trixie.
It is Trixie. Interesting.
Wait, what'd I miss?
It's because if you're I think it's if you're vice president and you
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sneaky.
That's sneaky law.
The player who follows the fewest rules
Sneaky
on
constitution.
dies.
I knew it couldn't be that easy. See, that's the
And it's
point when
already
I.
begun. The rules are on your device now.
Am I supposed to be doing math? Jesus Christ.
I didn't even know what I was
What?
supposed to
I
do.
didn't know.
I wonder
Oh.
if anyone's paying attention to what I'm
The
saying
iron
right
cat.
now. Mushroom, stinky shark, Sacramento.
This pickle.
What exactly is going on here?
Gracie's kicking your butt.
I don't see anything on the screen, so.
I didn't know for like 5 seconds that I was supposed to.
Frozen. Someone froze my ass.
Die.
I'm already dead. What more dead do I need to be? I need to be.
I don't
I
think
have
you were
taken
actually dead.
We're not dead.
Oh,
Oh, now you got shot?
I knew I had wrong answers, so I assumed I was dead. So do wrong answers not?
If you save yourself.
Right? Oh, no, you had wrong answers.
Let's
in
keep
the little-
moving.
Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. Ignore
Who
me!
has cement glands?
Cement glands.
Ooh, that's fun.
This feels like something Sarah would know.
I'll go this one.
Honestly, this
Yeah.
seems like something that Kid would know. Marine biologist. Which one of these has cement glands?
Nope.
I
don't.
have a guess, but I don't actually know.
I have a guess too.
I have a guess, but I don't actually
You
know.
can't
Is it that
ask
what
her.
I'm pointing at?
You can't ask the scientist. That's cheating.
Make your
See-
own choices.
It's the worst when a question in your field of study comes up because they just assume, I studied film, so
Who picked?
naturally anybody who's like, oh, it's a film question. I don't
was
know
right.
anything about. I didn't watch any of the classics.
It's time.
Generally speaking, barnacles have the largest penises
This
of
is
any
why I don't
animal.
believe in science.
What? Oh.
Yep.
Fucking magnets. How do they work?
I picked barnacles because it seemed the most cement-like in just as it was.
Yeah, that's what I
What's
did.
the right answer? I was picking
Barnacles.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
right.
Someone needs to pick which slots are death zones. Go ahead, everyone else. Choose a slot to make it no bueno.
Oh wait, what am I doing?
This one.
This is the one I chose.
Okay. Let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from. I'm sure everything will work out for you.
Good job, Beowulf.
Damn.
Yay, physics.
Oh.
Death.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh wait,
Bag, yo.
Kelsey won and Beowulf. I was wrong about which.
Who's dying and who is living.
Look at he's got like a. Oh, I thought he had drool coming out of his mouth. Cursor. It's your cursor on the
Let me
screen
get the
made
cursor
it
out of the
look
way.
like he's
That's
like
funny.
drooling.
Have you ever noticed how horror sequels are always trying to shoehorn in a bunch of new backstory about the killer's life? Yeah, no thank you. Let's try another one.
Okay.
Which fruit in my gorgeous new breakfast bowl has the biggest seed?
Wow.
Wow. I mean, it seems pretty obvious.
That's it.
I'm gonna find out.
Okay.
We're already dead, so like we don't really have that much.
No,
to
but we
lose.
can still win.
I just.
It's our pride on the line, man.
It doesn't feel like winning when we're a little skeleton.
You get to come back though, like in the final round, you can overtake the
Chrissy,
person
I'm
who's
taking
still
a risk
alive.
here. I need you to affirm my risk.
Oh, dang! So the
I was wrong.
Motherfucking coconut. Sorry.
Follow
Oh,
me.
dang.
Excited.
It came to me later in the.
I put
You
it
can
all
defend
together.
yourself from ESP. Type
Okay.
an answer that fits this category. Everyone else will answer too. And if anyone matches you, you
One
die.
of the vegetables found in the original vegetable.
It's like evil just
Write
won.
your answers now.
Is that too obvious? I didn't care.
I mean, there's only one that I know off the top of my. Well,
Okay,
no,
so
that's
hopefully
not.
what you know them. They know of.
That one?
Yeah, but you spelled that wrong. You switched the. Is that an A? Oh, maybe you didn't. Okay. It just the first one looked like an O, and I was like. What other vegetables exist? No.
Everybody's waiting for us.
No.
We just don't know vegetables.
You don't put that in a vegetable.
All right, I'm just gonna. Oh, it's a vegetable. No, well, we
Let's
lost.
see if there are any matches.
I think they need to just be on the show.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put.
Ah, dead!
Contributed to you being
Olive,
murdered.
really?
I was gonna put down
I'm
cucumber,
dead!
but it's not a vegetable.
I am slain!
It was a good run.
Hey, Chrissy.
Valerie! God
everyone
damn
dead?
it, this is why we don't
Valerie!
have the game to chat, because Valerie gets in this game and it's
Opens up a can of whoop.
whoop,
Yeah.
whoop. Just
Congrats on
Valerie.
making it alive.
Well
But
done.
can you escape?
It's like meditative.
from the rest of us.
Category. Peppers.
Ooh.
Tap
I just
each
watched a
answer that fits the
documentary on
category and
like
then
the
press
pepper
submit.
I don't know what the.
challenge championships and stuff like that. Like it's
Let's
gross.
see the right answers.
There are a lot of alcoholics
One
that
space for each
are
correct
in the
answer.
competition for the hot spicy things because they still need that like
You're on your way
something
to
to over-
escaping. Oh wait, did you
something
think
to
it was
overcome
going
or
to
something
be just
to-
you? Oh, that's cute. If a ghost catches you, they'll steal your
yeah.
life force. Then they can try to escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And they get a third chance to help them catch up to you.
everyone knows.
Time is almost up.
That's right.
Boom.
We knew that. Granted, I only knew Percival because of Ready Player One.
Lost 5 stages
Ah!
of grief.
None of these.
I'm just trusting you.
Okay.
Foolish of me. Unless we're right, in which case, good for me.
That's right. None of them.
What?
Yeah, we all knew
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Except for who got all of them wrong?
No shame.
Beowulf. I'm sorry. Oh.
He's a younger person. He might not know that much.
Oh, wait, I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't know anything about geography or our planet.
Me neither.
It's cold on the top and the bottom.
It's round, I'm pretty sure.
Ha.
Oh man.
I've seen some compelling YouTube videos.
I've seen some rockets that show that it's definitely flat.
There's definitely.
I wonder if that guy was like doing it to fake his own death.
What?
What
You think
guy?
Rocket Guy's still alive? Didn't he die?
Well, that's the thought.
But you're like,
Excuse me, I need your help. It's Disney.
oh.
I don't.
Time is almost
Oh.
know that.
I know.
I definitely know one of them, but not two of them.
You know Thomas
Oh,
Carnage?
yeah, there we go.
Who's John
Sure.
Rackman?
I wish my name was Thomas Carnage.
Right, that's a really good name.
I'm changing my name. You can call me Thomas Carnage now.
Okay, Thomas.
My
Carnage.
pronouns are still she, her, but I'm Thomas Carnage.
Ooh, well done.
No, this one. Not that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows the flag of Antarctica?
China's like
Idiot.
red
Yay!
and white, right?
If Antarctica is anything but just pure white, then it doesn't count.
Does Antarctica have? That sounds supremacist.
Well, Greenland is red and
Country.
white.
It's like the moon, like
This is all impressively
Whatever.
close.
Speaking of the moon.
Speaking of the moon,
Oh shit! They didn't all. Somebody had to stay on the
Yeah.
boat. Who was it?
yeah, right.
I think it's this.
All right, I don't know. Also,
Right.
Damn it.
That's what.
What?
the first one's Buzz McAllister. Was a character from Home Alone. It's not the astronaut.
Buzz
Hey, we're winning.
that was Buzz
McAllister. I was like,
Right?
Buzz Aldrin is the astronaut.
Was that what that? I see.
We just did Home Alone trivia, so I was like, excuse me,
You have
I
to
do not know.
pay attention
Thanks.
to spelling.
All right, I'll just do that.
What even are words? Proper names?
I got that one.
Well, aren't you fancy? Ooh.
Oh
We
shit.
were alive for a second.
Oh, that was neat.
I know this one. Yes, I do.
No, yeah, those two.
These two?
Yep.
No, not those two.
Those two.
No, the other one.
Really
No, not that
close.
one, not that one.
This is closer than I've ever seen it.
Ooh.
Everybody knows their few favorite things.
Oh.
Wow, we are all tied.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
Bamboozled.
This is intense.
Perfect answer for your final escape.
I'm ready.
I'm glad we
Time
can't
to reclaim this. Oh, never mind. This is all you.
Answer choice now too.
There's one. Yeah.
You're not sure of.
Yeah.
Can't
That's
say
fine.
things, guys.
You gotta throw it on the.
Tabletop.
Guys.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, I did not. Okay.
You have
Nope.
to get all the right answers to escape.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well,
Holy shit. Teamwork makes the dream work.
boom, explodes.
It's my extreme nerdery that won us the game.
I'm so pleased.
Because you do trivia every Monday.
It's true.
That's actually because I
need
spent
more
10 years of my
wine.
life doing tech.
It's
Oh.
the Apple stuff that saved us.
How do you? So if you host trivia nights, like, how do you find your trivia? Like, do you just like outsource that shit, or do you like actually?
It depends. So if it's on like a specific movie, like we did just Home Alone 1 and 2, not 3 and 4, because if it's not the McAllisters, it's not Home Alone.
Dude, or 5. 3, 4, and 5.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
there's 5 Home Alone movies.
Anyway, if it's just like a movie or two, we just watch them and take like a lot of notes because people know that shit. So you can't just like look up random stuff on the internet because everyone knows it.
Mhm.
If it's like a whole series, we try to use people who know it. We also do a lot of like Googling, but we try to go like deep and not like
Well,
just.
I watched. We've watched the entirety of certain series to try to like. I watched all of New Girl when we were doing New Girl trivia over the course of like 3 months beforehand.
Yeah, some of those are like very intense. So
So some of them have fan bases that are crazy. So
too crazy.
I will never do Game of Thrones trivia ever again.
Oh, I won a Game of Thrones trivia contest to get on a midnight sale for the 5th book when it came out, and I won a whole set of the books. I also trampled everyone there, and I was not shy about it. And they were all boys.
That's amazing. Except for the trampling, you shouldn't trample people. That's bad.
It's pretty great on a magic card.
No, I don't think you should.
Fair.
If they're boys, you should trample them, wouldn't it?
Well, trample their feelings.
Feeling trampling is okay, depending on the situation.
Right. I mean,
all boys are like.
They were fools to challenge me.
We did not watch or read Game of Thrones, so Kevin had many mispronunciations, and Game of Thrones nerds are not patient with that sort of thing.
It was real bad.
Yeah.
There was a lot of angry people yelling at me.
They're like, "That's not right," and Kevin was like, "Don't care," and that didn't make them feel better.
At the end of the day, I'm like, listen, this restaurant you're sitting in, I still own it. I don't care. So, yeah, I can be quite a jerk sometimes.
Man, if you think Game of Thrones are bad, though, fans are bad for that, though. Lord of the Rings fans.
That's our second worst.
We are like 5 miles away from a seminary, and all the seminarians are like, in my dissertation on Tolkien, I discovered that, and we're like, we don't want to read your dissertation right now.
We were like,
Right.
my favorite was I asked the question, like, what was the name of the tower that was in this place, and all that other stuff, and somebody was like, "Oh, which age are you talking about?" And I'm like, the normal one. Shut up. Go
The
away.
third age of man. Like, man, it's. I love trivia. Like, in-person trivia is where I shine. I almost got into a bar fight over it once, and I was on my school's state championship winning trivia team in high school.
Excuse me. Oh, hi.
I was that cool in high school. Yeah, I was on the chess team too.
At the end of
I'm again.
Get in.
I'm working on it.
At the end of
Ryn, are you
2019,
joining?
we were halfway through our trivia league, which was once a month.
Yeah, that was
And
really
it was
fun.
reoccurring teams, and it was general trivia, and it was so good. It was so good, and there was so many people bought into this, and then everything ended. So we just haven't done anything with it.
Yeah.
It'll come back.
It kicked so much ass. So
Disapproving Corgi says they own all of the Lord of the Rings books and movies, plus The Hobbit, and literally over 150 books.
Well, they would
Ryn, are
probably
you
be really
joining in?
wonderful, but really obnoxious at our trivia.
Yeah. Like,
People are just so happy to like know things, and sometimes we're like, okay, but it's trivia, and you gotta like.
and tensions always run high, even if it's like if it's trivia about Animorphs, people will still be like, I need to win this.
I mean, I would.
right?
Although our Animorphs trivia did only get one person to show up.
We
for
just
it, so
talked
I was
about
pretty upset
Animorphs
about
all
it.
night. I was still happy.
The weirdest shows and things don't get people to show up. We did Doctor Who trivia and nobody showed up.
It was not weird that no one showed up for Animorphs trivia. We
No, that
accepted
was
that.
normal.
That was
That-
normal.
Right.
I understand that
Maybe maybe nobody wanted to deal with Whovians, my least favorite group of fans.
My best guess is that everybody was like, well, Doctor Who spans like 40 years, and I don't know
All
all
my
that.
friends are not that kind of Whovian, thank you, Daniel. Like, literally, I'll never forget, at Gen Con, somebody came up to me and was like, who's your favorite Doctor? And I'm like, well, I've never seen a single episode of the show, so I don't have one. And they were like, but who's your favorite Doctor? And I'm like, okay, this show is a parasite that eats people's brains. I will have nothing to do with it.
All right, so what's the next Rec Club movie we're
So
doing?
who's your favorite Doctor?
No, but I have one now, actually. The guy who played Radagast the Brown in the Hobbit movies was like the 7th Doctor, I want to say. 7th or 8th, so he's my favorite. Yeah, because he is tangentially associated. Yeah.
You sold me on him being the best Doctor with that pitch. There's
Right.
this guy who like
I like the one who mind controlled Jessica.
This game.
Oh.
Jessica.
Oh, has anyone opened it up to the
Oh, David Tennant, yeah, that like he's so good in Jessica
in
Jones.
LEU?
No, don't say David Tennant. It's my favorite thing to not be like, no, it's the guy who was in Jessica Jones. And like, David Tennant, I'm like, I don't know. You know, he wore purple. You know, he was in that.
Well, he was in Fright Night.
Yeah.
He was in Fright
And then
Night.
just like, David Tennant.
Fright Night.
Fright Night was a great movie with
I have
Anton
not thought
Yelchin.
about Fright Night in a
Dead.
hot
Good.
minute.
What did you say? Good? It's
No,
so
I mean
sad.
like good.
It's tragic.
Or he's also in some kind of serial killer drama that's coming out soon, or just got released. So you could also use that as another.
Something like random references to David Tennant without saying David Tennant.
But yeah, I liked him a lot in. I've seen 2 episodes of Doctor Who now. with the Sam Eccleston guy, and I was like, this.
Christopher Eccleston. I've never watched a single episode. I just know.
Yeah, I was just like, I just
Jones,
can't.
does that count?
Yeah.
Am I supposed
Same
to
thing.
start this game? I can't tell because it says unload episode or report episode. Does anybody else have
Dump the warp core! Oh, I think it's about to start.
Something started.
You did a thing. Somebody did a thing. So
Good job.
we're going into a
Here we go.
whirlpool.
I can't watch the old Doctor Who because the production values are so shitty that I'm just like, it's too fucking absurd. It doesn't look like science fiction. It looks like some kids in their
Unless you
mom's basement.
And if you're not in the game, put in the room code and join the
I
audience.
I
Your
tried.
vote
I
counts
couldn't
too.
watch the older Doctor Who's. It's just so slow moving.
Time
and-
for round
Oh no,
one.
I'm not.
Two
I
prompts will show up
I
in your
don't. I'm
box.
too culturally
Answer them
separated
however
from
the mood
this.
strikes.
I'm
You'll
not
go
gonna.
head-to-head against someone
I'm
else's
gonna.
clever answer,
We
and
just
everybody
yeah,
else
we
will
decided
decide
to
which
never
one they like
commit. We were
better.
like, this is
You'll
too.
rake in the points.
It's too much. That show's 50 years old. Like, it has 50 years of.
It's too much.
That's also why I think a lot of people don't really get into Star Trek.
At least with Star Trek, it comes in more bite-sized chunks, so you could just watch Next Generation or Deep Space Nine or, or even, God forfend, Enterprise. Wait, you like those obnoxious asshats that, I'm not saying all Whovians are bad. I'm just saying the ones that try to force their fandom in your face are bad.
Which one do we?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which fandom are we talking about? Trekkies or Tolkien nerds or Whovians? That we've insulted a large number of nerdy fans, which is really bad considering they pay our wages. It's.
How about those Q-Peluvians?
Yes!
Those are the worst.
I hear being on their show is worse than torture.
They don't even know if it's 42 or 43, which is embarrassing, to be honest.
I mean, I hate a lot of my fellow Tolkien fans because they overlook his racism and sexism and they refuse to engage with that shit. And I'm like, no, as adults, we have a responsibility to actually engage like adults.
Time, being racist was actually cool.
There
There were two questions.
There were two questions.
We missed a
And
question.
I mean, he was kind of less racist than some of his contemporaries, but that's not saying much.
A hero.
Okay, choose away.
I'm afraid of disappointing. I want to get a fight. I don't want to get in a fight with Kevin on the live stream.
This is the place to do it.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Buttsbot. I love Buttsbot.
All right, vote for the one you like best.
Each other.
It's Scottish, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes, because it was written by Robert Burns, the great Scottish poet, who fathered 8 million illegitimate children.
Rissy here with facts.
I don't think it was a fact that there were 8 million.
No, it totally is at least
there were
8 million
children.
He was hot though. He was really fucking hot. I would fuck Robert Burns.
Well, now
Not
I gotta
now.
Google it.
Not now. That'd be illegal, and I'd probably get worms. But
I can't say that about any
It's voting
old
time.
picture people. I never see an old portrait or painting and be like, I'd fuck that.
Well,
Alexander
that picture of
Hamilton
Teddy
also
Roosevelt
super hot.
everybody always
Well, maybe
shares.
if they're naked and have boobies, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, definitely Alexander Hamilton, Robert Burns. There's some other ones that you're like, damn.
I can't. Whenever it's a painting, I'm like, I don't understand what you really
They
look
liked
like.
us.
Yeah, bitches.
And next is
Oh boy.
Now, is
Oh well, now I know which one I'm voting for. I thought I saw the first thing and I was like, oh, that sounds great, but then
Yeah, I'll take it.
but I mean, well done.
that you?
Should I put out
Boobs, of course.
Rissy's boobs specifically, they're very.
When are we getting this calendar?
Should I put one out?
Let's see the next
I
one.
would buy it.
We can
Yes.
put one on Q-Paloo, yeah.
Right? Like, that, as a, for a fundraiser, I would totally do that.
We need merch.
We could just take screenshots from like 42 episodes ago.
It's a little bit deep. Talking a north-south dipole interaction?
I was trying to type out like a north-south polar switch. I didn't get all the way through.
Oh.
Get all the way through.
Kim, have you ever read
Was that?
the 5th season?
It's okay. We didn't
we got
do
distracted.
anything.
Here's
Oh.
some points.
Thanks.
There's
I don't want that.
It's really, really good fantasy, and it's about a really tectonically unstable planet. And at one point, one of their poles moved, and yeah, it's such a good book. It's the first in a trilogy, and it's amazing. And racists hate it because it was written by a black woman, and it's like the best sci-fi fantasy that's happened in decades. And so yeah, I highly recommend it. Piss off racists and enjoy some of the best science fiction you'll ever
Who's that
read.
guy, Rissy?
N.K. Jemisin.
Oh, Kevin's reading a bunch of N.K. Jemisin right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, I'm reading the gods one, the one about all the gods.
Oh, yeah. I want to read
It's
a bunch
trilogy.
more of her stuff.
It's a trilogy, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, everybody, pick your
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to discuss this. We know what the answer is. Kim, for a second, I thought you were smoking a cigar, and I was like, oh, okay, but I like.
That's
also,
just how. No, that's how it goes.
Fake Amanda. I love it that there is a fake Amanda.
Super quiplash.
No.
Thank you, motherfuckers.
Dang, yo.
I only smoke cigars in my smoking jacket when I'm in the den.
That's what I was thinking, but I was trying to not be too judgmental. I was like, not even a smoking jacket, but.
Oh yeah, a smoking jacket with an ascot.
Yeah.
You need a nice single malt scotch with that. You know.
Oh, right. You know.
Get some
I was-
Lafroig up in this bitch.
Okay.
Graham cracker.
He's a Lafroig
I
fan.
was gonna go for a rye, but to each their own here.
No, Lafroig is fucking disgusting. I only like to talk about it because it's expensive and
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
it's gross. It's
Don't
gross.
you dare!
It's,
I will fight you right now.
It literally tastes like a dead body they dug out of a bog.
Yeah, that's the peat. It's peat.
We gotta do
They-
answers.
What?
It's instead of that.
Sure.
I'm just gonna put the same answer again. I don't know.
I don't know why.
Sure.
I am a big fan of Islay scotches, which Lafroig is, and they're peaty ones, the ones that taste terrible.
Right. Well, back when I was
Sophisticated palate.
back when I like really wanted boys to like me, and I was like, I'm a libertarian. I'm not like the other girls. I tried to get really into scotch, and so I was like, I'm gonna drink Lafroig, and that was a bad choice.
Scotch is
That's a terrible scotch to start with.
It was my
That's a
starting scotch. I
terrible
had
one to
never
start
had scotch before Lafroig.
Sarah,
Running out.
Yes?
did you paint those fish behind you?
Yes?
I'm gonna kidnap you when we get a new house and just make you paint
So,
things
how do you think you
everywhere.
did?
Okay.
Let's
This
see.
is wise.
Potentially pay you as well, because I believe in paying artists, but the kidnapping part seems to make it fun.
Yeah,
So.
everybody
It's
wants
like,
to-
here's the rest of the mural. It's up over
disappears.
there.
Ooh, I've never actually seen the rest.
Voting time.
Yeah.
I just remember being in your house and being like,
Yeah.
everything's good.
I
Yes.
paint things when I'm stressed.
For the minimum, you only get one boob.
Oh,
You
so
get
you'll be
not
like
both
ready to paint
boobs.
a ton this upcoming year.
Just one.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Just one boob.
I wish I could do things when I'm
One.
stressed. The only thing I do when I get stressed is gain weight.
Can I?
Yeah.
Which,
I do that
which
too.
boob is it? Left or right? I just want to know what
so-
we're in for.
Okay, well, I'll be generous. You can have Mary as opposed to Pippin. Mary is slightly taller than Pippin in the book, so Mary is the larger one.
I love this. I love all of you.
Oh, love you too. Sarah, did you re-dye your hair? It just looked really pretty, the blue-green.
I took a shower today.
Oh!
It's a rare event, folks.
For us? So fancy.
I do. Saturday is usually a shower day, and then usually Mondays, because I work at the seal rescue. So I come home and I smell like squid, and Michael made me promise I will always take a shower after I come home from the
When you
seal rescue.
smell like dead squid.
So I have.
Did you know your life is very closely aligned to a NoFX song? It's called Shower Days. It's Mondays, Wednesdays, shower days.
No.
These days are shower days. I hate them. So yeah.
I have not thought about NoFX in a while.
I haven't thought about NoFX in like 20 years.
I think they had a reality show a few years ago to find a new lead singer that my parents were really into, so.
That's awesome.
I could be making that up. It could be a different band, which would be really embarrassing, but my parents are really
it would
into
still be just fine. It would be real in this moment because all of us are believing and imagining it, and I think that's
new
worthwhile.
singer. Ryn's parents loved it. That's great.
Uh-huh.
What? It was fairly obvious for me, but...
I'm upset.
I feel great.
Kevin, I voted for you instead of
I voted for you,
the one I'm
It
married
was like to drop a deuce
Like,
is
what are
just
we
the
gonna
best.
Yes.
Drop
the
deuce.
vagina.
Drop a deuce.
We're gonna figure out what
drop
that
some
means.
vaginas
We're
next
gonna
year.
figure out what it means together. We're gonna drop the
It
vagina.
just sounds like
Drop the vagina.
We're gonna drop it.
I guess the vagina could slide down the pole.
I have to tell you guys, even though we're on a live stream and I should be embarrassed. Well, I shouldn't be embarrassed, but I normally would be embarrassed. I got this ad, maybe because I've had children and I play video games, for like a phone game you play with your vagina. It's like a Kegel thing.
Oh no.
Because I was so like, what is this? And now it won't stop giving me that ad. It's like kind of like a Flappy Bird thing where it moves up and down.
Oh wow.
Opposed to your flappy legs.
You play it with your vagina.
You play with it. So I just imagine like I'm like doing it. My kids walk in and are like, "How are you moving that?" And I'm just like. No shame to people who do it. I just keep thinking of playing it in public places, which people probably don't do.
Right, so
But
is there like an attachment you have to put
Yeah,
onto
there's
your
like
phone?
a thing that comes with it that you put in you to like do your Kegel exercises that like measures your strength.
That's amazeballs. I love it.
Yeah, it's I think it's called like Parafit or something. You can look it up and also get ads for the rest of your life.
Hooray!
I highly recommend it because it's so like, I don't want to judge and I'm not judging, but I do feel weird, but also like probably a great idea.
Right? Well, not enough women know about, you know, pelvic floor health measures, and so they suffer in silence. And have for many thousands of years, which is not cool. So I love it that there are games like that out there.
And now they can play Flappy Bird instead of suffering in silence. They can game in
I just want
public.
to point out that Sarah has literally peed on a post office.
What?
I was there.
Oh my god. What?
I also am here for your
New Year.
Your
Okay.
Speaking of
This one has similar feelings. It's got the similar
One
feel.
seems a little bit more final to
Yeah,
me,
I don't-
though.
Right. Did you guys
Yeah.
hear about that idiot insurrectionist in the riot who tasered himself in the balls?
In the balls!
In the balls!
I've only seen that from like hearsay and Twitter, like tweets. I haven't seen any real like
No.
this definitely happened.
No, real news outlets reported it. He
That's
tased
unfortunate,
himself.
but also like not unfortunate.
No, I just
Yeah. Tased
I try to be like, we shouldn't laugh at them dying, but also like,
tasered. Well, he got so excited because he was stealing trying to steal a painting, and like I assumed that he was carrying the taser in his pants, like a lot of idiots who like carry guns and then it falls, right, and they shoot themselves. So only he tased himself in the scrotum repeatedly and died.
what a way to go! What a way to
Right.
have the entire nation know you went.
Yeah, can you imagine explaining that to your family members? Well, grandfather died.
Kevin is under explicit direction that if I die in a weird way, to just post it, because if I see someone like past and people are like being weird about it, I like stalk them and try and figure it out like a morbid, like super creep. So I'm like, if something happens to me that's wild, just post it. Just tell people. Save them the time. They deserve to know.
I think that's a fair policy.
Right? Oh god, why? The fucking purgatory.
Oh, you know what?
Just trying to answer it honestly in this one.
You do know you're not actually getting to add three new months.
No,
right?
they don't know.
Oh,
It's the
now
same
you know.
question.
Oh, okay. I'm just expecting all the answers to be Ricky's boobs.
Boobs. Attack!
I panicked. I panicked.
Oh boy.
It's the worst when you just don't have anything and you're like, no, I have to be funny.
I just really panicked.
Oh! Oh wow! Oh wow!
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
Oh wow! Someone really likes snaps.
Oh god, a
I like
15-month year? Blech.
Have you ever taken a nap? Unless you're sick, like I don't think.
Holy shit!
Halvesies. All of them. Go
Like those ties.
Fine.
What's your favorite?
Is Dick Clark still alive?
No, he died.
Okay, cool.
I forget who dies often and
Yeah.
when.
Well, because he's been.
He died a lot. He died a lot.
He was around for like a million fucking years. So.
And then we thought we were gonna have to cancel New Year's forever when he died, but keep it going.
But life went on.
Now it's time to vote for your favorite.
I'm a sucker for pandering.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for pandering.
That tends to win in this game.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes it takes a while to write panders to figure out which panders to put, but
Right.
I'll always vote for Chastity Pony.
Yeah. Also chimichangas. God, there's no good place to get a chimichanga in Canada.
that makes sense.
Pick the one you like.
Someone apparently got steadily drunker and drunker over the course of their answers.
Okay, I know you did one
Alright,
of
we
them.
do that one.
But I only had one grudge.
You gotta let it, man. I thought we were over this.
No,
We were on a break!
Oh my god.
I was really looking forward to eating those olives.
But I thought we got to a point where we didn't have to talk about it anymore.
Look.
Our first year of marriage, I
Something-
ate some Easter candy from a basket that Ryn's parents.
No, you are twisting this.
Oh no.
Ooh!
My parents sent me.
Oh shit!
It, and
That's
you-
pickle, yo!
Since our family,
No, it was to
we were
me.
married,
Literally just to me.
Mr. and Mrs. Grant.
This is what you do every day until I gave you some candy.
It's not
You
your
got
candy,
some,
it's
and I got
our
that, and I
candy.
got to share it, and you got upset, which may also be shitty, but it's a different shitty.
Yeah, she gets this thing of candy and she's like, "This is mine. You don't get any. This
I
is sent to
didn't
me."
ever say that out loud. I just it was.
Oh, I
definitely
can
a
read you.
Oh, I
Our
love this.
5-year-old is like awesome at sharing and always be like, "Mommy, do you want some?" And I'm like, "Well, now I feel like an asshole."
We're like
But-
Dr. Phil.
Now, you'd think after 8 years of marriage and running a business together, we've gotten better. But no, she got chocolate-covered espresso beans for Christmas this year. And I'm like, "Oh, we can have some." And she's like, "Oh, you mean my chocolate-covered
They were
espresso
in
beans?"
my stocking.
Oh.
Me?
We're gonna split up our bank account.
I'm not trying to steal your golf socks you got in your stocking.
You don't golf.
No, they're not.
You should just take
for
one.
golfing. They have golf courses on them. They're adorable.
I do.
I thought my husband and I fighting over his granola bars was bad.
Wow.
I mean,
We
when
don't
it's
fight over
when it's
granola bars
stocking
because our
treats,
baby
you
keeps
have to
breaking
do
into the
trades
cabinet
again.
and bringing them to us.
See, my
However,
husband.
if I eat any of Ryn's Slim Jims, I will die. I know that.
My
Luckily,
husband had these.
Slim Jims are gross, so I don't have to worry about it.
Weird.
So
You could snap into them. Though. My husband
No,
had
you
these like
can't.
3 boxes
They're-
of the really good granola bars with the dark chocolate and pomegranate pieces and shit
Oh,
in
that
them.
sounds
And
awesome.
he just left them on the table for months, and so I was eventually like, just eating them. And he was like, I take those to work. And I'm like, you didn't say anything about that until I started eating them, so it doesn't count.
It's true. You have to communicate or you can't
Right?
get mad.
You can't just leave them there and expect me to not eat them with not
Yeah,
nary a
that's
word
Hey,
said about
but-
them.
Okay, at least I have said we can eat these together. I didn't just eat them from your
and
basket. so.
how many espresso beans did you have tonight, Kevin? That's a bad question to ask because you only had 2, and that's not actually bad.
Yeah, I had 2.
Hey, it's still sharing.
Right? Kim's got my back.
Still sharing.
I
I
appreciate
mean, stocking candy is sacred, you know.
Right? There's so
there's
little.
something to be said.
And
Yeah.
then it's gone.
Yeah.
We can get more. I can order like. I'll order. We can get Amazon to deliver them every week.
We're not supporting Bezos.
That's true.
Would you let? I mean, you could put a plea out onto the chat. Like, could you please send us?
Just send us.
We own a cafe. We have our own espresso beans. We could just dip them in chocolate.
We won't, Kevin. We won't.
You're not gonna do that. You'd have to temper the chocolate. Have you watched the Great British Baking Show?
In high school, throughout most of high school, I worked at Godiva, so I did all that.
Oh, good. So you can do it.
We
God,
gotta
this
get a
is
big
making me
spinning
fucking
machine. That's all I
hungry.
remember.
And there's no place to order fancy chocolates from late at night. At least
just
not
Much
realized
less get a
there's another
chimichanga.
screen of-
No.
Less get a chimichanga.
Or
Yeah.
a chocolate dipped chimichanga, which
Nope.
those are
No, I
impossible
don't
to find.
know.
I mean, if it's a mole sauce,
Name
okay,
wasn't on
but
here.
otherwise
I
it,
didn't know.
it needs to be a dessert chimichanga if I'm gonna dip it in chocolate. Like a cannoli, I guess. Like, ooh,
A
Mexican
Mexican
cannolis.
cannoli.
Oh, that sounds really good. Fuck, I'm in the fatty rabbit hole. Oh no.
How come I'm not on the?
I just want to eat snacks all the time. Like, it's the best.
Oh, okay.
You're just yelling at them about things.
I don't like missing out or feeling like I missed.
Oh no, we're all playing a super cool game without you, Sarah. Don't worry about it.
It's just like second grade all over again.
Oh, no.
I was also in second grade yelling at Sarah back then.
Yeah, that
It
was really
weird.
That was you?
Down the street from
You
me.
asshole.
Fuck that bitch from grade school.
Round 1 is.
Who was not Sarah.
Oh yes,
Just a different bitch.
No, I think I was the bitch.
We all
Yes.
knew bitches from grade school.
We did.
Fair enough. Sure hope so.
I think, well, there's one girl who I'm friends with on Facebook now. One day she just came up to me and just like gouged a hole in my arm with her fingernails. I still have the scar.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, what? Because it just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, is she a serial killer now? Whatever.
Could be. Could be.
Because who does that? Who just comes up to a person and is like, nah?
How do I get to the screen
I
back?
mean, like, I hissed at a lot of other kids.
Yep. Screw us.
Wait. Oh no, they're messaging. Oh, battery switching.
Ah.
I'll take this opportunity to get some more wine. What could go wrong?
Nothing can go wrong with more wine.
Damn you, chair.
I can't
Leave
bring
my
it
blanket.
Okay. I don't want your cheesy puffs. Get them away from my face.
You do. You want my cheesy puffs.
Wait, I was gonna say I want your cheesy puffs, but it sounded suggestive. I like snacks,
intentional.
Michael. Send me snacks.
No.
I'm gonna pour them through our
Next
camera.
to the microphone. Okay.
I want those so bad. I love snacks. Me and my 5-year-old both like live off snacks, and it makes Kevin really irritated. That's all I want. I'm just gonna tweet like send me snacks and hope someone does that.
I mean, they could.
People there.
Once I tweeted that I loved this skeleton glass, and Sarah sent it to me, and it was the nicest thing that maybe not anyone's ever done for me, because like Kevin's really nice all the time, but like that unexpected random thing that was like so beautiful, and it's the best.
Aw. Yeah.
Like,
Little treat.
I don't know. It just spoke to me as like, here's this little like. It just came up and it was like, this is this little thing, and my friend, I think would really appreciate it, and like it doesn't cause me any like. It just felt like the right thing to do at the time.
I use that glass all the time, and it makes me like really pleased. And I'm always like, this was a gift, and it's the best glass I own, and it's creepy and wonderful.
Also, yeah, I liked her taste in weird glasses, and I was like, well, if she can't get it for herself, then I need to be the humanitarian here and get her this glass.
It's doing the Lord's work, Sarah. Buying skeleton glasses for the people.
Yep. Skeleton glasses, like, because the best glasses that have ever existed are the Arby's Lord of the Rings glasses.
That is not surprising that that is your belief, and that you like had a formalized opinion on this. You're like, excuse me.
Oh yeah.
I think you're all overlooking a very specific glass from our history.
Yep.
Are they?
Are we just talking and people are playing games?
Yep.
Wait, yeah, I think I missed the invitation, but I don't care. I'm here to talk.
Oh, yeah, no, they took us off the games. We don't get to play the games.
We're
We just
here
talk.
to talk and.
Yeah,
I'm in the game. I got.
Daniel is a wrathful god tonight.
Sarah, in the game for all of us.
No, it's okay. The game's too stressful for me. I have this overwhelming urge to be the funniest man always, and it's real bad.
I know that urge. I also want to be a funny man, but I don't have a dick.
We all just want to be the funny man, and won't happen for us.
It won't happen for all of us, you know. We can't all
be the funny man.
Ryn and I are riding a funny person high. We think we're hilarious.
We're out of control.
Because we started a TikTok.
We started TikTok for our family, and we have like more than 100 likes. So we're like, with stars now.
The latest video has like 2,500 likes.
That is impressive.
People like
Aren't you?
this shit.
It's the little social media guru.
Right?
It helps that we put all our really cute kids in them.
Yeah, when you have 3 cute kids, it's easy. If you want, we can loan them to you.
If anyone
Please,
wants to borrow a
just
kid,
take them.
I'm so bad
They've
with
been out for
children.
months. They won't
Children
leave.
covet my vitality and energy, but when I encounter them, I'm like, don't swear, don't talk about butt stuff, don't say bad things, like that it just shuts my brain down.
our kids can handle it because they're used to being around like our kitchen staff. So
yeah, they come into our restaurant.
Our staff is so funny because they're like, I just don't give a shit. Oh, sorry. But anyway, the shit that I'm doing, oh, I'm sorry. And it's just so shitty. I'm sorry. We're like, just stop apologizing. Like, just,
it's worse now that you're apologizing.
Definitely worse. Like, you're saying everything worse, which is fine. But the fact that you're then stopping to apologize makes it weird. Just
yeah.
So they definitely know that this is a forbidden thing if you're apologizing for it, which means that it gives it a certain cachet.
Yeah.
One of our staff would literally be like, all right, this shit I have to, oh, damn, I swore. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, you just did it again in the swearing.
Yeah, and we're like, we try to let our kids know that like, they're just words. Like, don't say them around people who are going to get you in trouble or feel uncomfortable. But like, you're not going to hell for saying bad words. Our kid today.
Oh God, what if we are going to hell for
then
saying
we're
bad
all
words?
fucked.
We don't know for sure.
Our kids, our 10-year-old today, Kevin was saying, he was saying hecka, and Kevin was like, I don't know if that's that much worse than hella. And our poor 10-year-old was like, well, I've never said hell. And we both went, oh, Colin, did you just say hell? My God, go to your room in this court.
We played Borderlands with him, and one of the enemies are badass creatures.
Right.
And he's like, oh, there's a bad guy. I'm like, it's badass. It's okay. He's like, okay. It's a badass creature. I'm like, oh, Colin Grant, go to your room right now.
We're very obnoxious parents.
We are.
No, that sounds like 10-year-olds are also, that's the best age for kids because they're out of the really helpless stage where they're trying to murder themselves constantly and they've kind of turned into humans, but they're not in the teenage years yet. Right?
Yeah, he still thinks we're cool.
Although
Right, yeah.
He's the worst because he's better than me at the video games we play now.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. They have very speedy reflexes and small hands.
And they have a lot more free time to play the games than I do now.
Yeah.
And infinite energy. Man.
Kids get their energy by siphoning it from adults, I'm convinced.
Yes.
Well, I
And
mean,
we get
if
our
energy
energy by
is
chocolate covered
calcium,
espresso.
then yes.
Olives. I love
They're
it.
making fun of you in the game.
Good. Oh, nice. We are, I don't know how, maybe halfway through. Maybe
Yeah, we're
three-quarters
playing
way
through
home.
it.
We're playing it with a friend who doesn't live with us, so we have to coordinate our schedules. And then we got distracted by Sea of Thieves for a while, which was just like, let's dig around on a boat, which was amazing.
Digging around on a boat is awesome.
Borderlands 1 and 2 are my favorites. I'm obsessed with Lilith. Borderlands 3 has been good, but we just haven't been as like sucked in, so it's been harder to finish.
Where we had to go into the Jacob's mansion and all that other stuff. Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is really too bad that Blythe is not here tonight.
Uh-huh.
Because she's one of the voice actors in...
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Blythe, the damsel.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's very cool.
Borderlands was like the first game I like played all the way through and was like, I can play a game that wasn't like a Nintendo 64.
I was gonna say, I haven't like played a video game since Bubble Bobble.
Our two cats, one of them is named Anya from Buffy, and the other one's named Lilith from Borderlands. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're...
Oh, Anya, so beautiful. Could have done so much better than Xander. Poor Anya.
Poor Anyanka.
Yeah.
When we get mad at them, which is a lot, we call them Anya. I call her Anyanka.
Yeah. It's trouble. She's a good cat. Who's on you right now, Sarah?
That's Michael.
No, not the cat.
This is
Oh,
Richter.
this is Richter with his blue ear.
Yeah, I put some blue food dye on his ear yesterday because they are getting increasingly difficult to tell the difference. But they're getting adopted tomorrow.
Oh,
Happy
babies!
Adoption Day.
So if anybody wants to tune in and watch their goodbye party on Club Smoosh tomorrow, they...
Oh, babies. They're so healthy now.
Oh my
So
God.
it's Richter and
No
who?
ringworm.
So much healthier.
No ringworm.
Oh yeah.
I thought for a moment their names were Richter and Ringworm.
That's
and I
a
was like,
terrible-
wow.
No, sorry. Richter and Rumbles. They came in 15 minutes after the earthquake.
Oh.
I love your theme names. They're always wonderful.
Did you feel the earthquake?
No. I've been like around a few earthquakes in my life and never felt them. And like the amount of FOMO you have when everyone else is like, what was that? And you're like, what was what? It's very like severe. I just want to feel an earthquake, but also have no endangerment to my life.
Yeah.
My home state actually had Kansas had like a 4.0 like earthquake after I left for Chicago. It's like as soon as I left Kansas City, they got a fucking earthquake and won both the Super Bowl and the goddamn World Series the second I was gone. Pissed.
Well, maybe you were a good luck charm or a bad luck charm, depending on which item we're talking about.
Yeah, I consider myself quite a bad luck charm for sports, which is why if I like a sports team, I will only watch half of any given game. Because I have the belief, a very irrational thought, by the way, it's completely and totally irrational, that if I watch the whole game, they will automatically lose. That I alone am responsible for my sports team's victories.
It's nice that you're not cursing them and you're
Right,
aware of
exactly.
your power.
Using my awesome powers.
That's important.
Ow!
Uh-oh.
I have to take my hair
Richter
off.
Rumbles.
We
Is
don't
he
know.
eating your hair?
Earthquake cat. Don't do that.
Thank you.
Kind.
My cat likes to eat my hair, and I'm like, you cannot groom me. I am the dominant cat.
You're not though. You
No,
know.
not
you
to
know it's
her.
the cat. Like our cat Lilith is the dominant one in the
Oh
house.
my goodness.
Did she try to groom you?
We have a puppy. He's 2 years old, but he's also
No,
like
he's like 1.5.
he's 1.5. He's also huge. He's got some Pyrenees in him.
Oh no, those are large dogs.
But
He's not that big, but he's big enough to tower over the cats.
and yeah, Lilith just puts him in his place all the time. He's always like, let's be friends, and she's like, let's not, and then like smacks him on the nose, and he just gets so sad.
Lilith will intentionally like walk up to a place where he can get to and sit down right in front of him, and he gets so excited, and she just stares at him like, "What? What do you want from me?"
We're not hanging out.
We're not friends.
Yeah, she's a real jerk.
My roommate in Chicago, one of my roommates, decided it was a good idea to get in one of these really old, houses that's been turned into apartments. She thought it was a good idea to get a German Shepherd puppy. Yeah, it was not a great choice. And her puppy, it was everything a German Shepherd puppy should be. And so, the first night in the house, he busted into my room and ate all the cat's food, my cat's food. And so, my cat does not forget, and she does not forgive. So,
Sounds like a cat.
When Rachel and the puppy were out on a walk, my cat went to the kitchen, sat down at Ranger's food bowl, and ate all of his dry food. She just sat there and ate the entire fucking bowl of dog food. I'm like, Kitty, you're gonna die. She didn't. She wasn't even constipated. And she spite ate all the dog food.
Constipated. Crazy.
Just sat there, and she had never done anything like that before, but it was like, he ate her food, she's gonna eat his fucking food.
That's like whenever we have a friend over who's allergic to cats, our cats are like, I know whose lap I'm sitting in. And we're like, well, why?
Oh, because people allergic to cats or who don't like cats look away from cats, which cats interpret as a sign of submission. And so they're like, hello, friend.
Yeah, they've got it. They're on top of it.
Yep.
Is that why?
Is that
it
why?
Is. It actually is. Eye contact for cats is very much a deference, it's a way of sorting out the pecking order. And so if you look away from them constantly, as people are always doing when they don't like cats, because they think that cats are like human beings, where if you look away from them, they won't want to engage you. And so, that's literally why, if you don't like cats or if you're allergic to cats or whatever, the cats will always come to you because you're not looking at them, especially not direct eye contact.
You should just stare right at them.
Yes, if you want cats to avoid you, look directly into their eyes and hold their gaze for a long time. They interpret that as a sign of dominance. If you want to make friends with a cat, look at them. Right, well, that too. But if you want to make friends with them, look at the cat and then slowly.
I was going to say, to be fair, if anybody just comes up and stares at me directly in the eyes, I will walk away.
Yeah.
Whoa. We can see who's dominant here.
He's in a rolly chair. He can get away.
That's right. You'll just roll into the wall, but
Yeah, there's a wall.
But then you have to groom him.
Yes. The repercussions of
There's so many comments.
That's a whole different live stream.
What time is it? It's late enough to get into this, right? Yeah.
Right? Well, because that's the dominant cat always does all the grooming, and it's so cute. But it really is it's basically I'm the mama cat, and you're my babies now.
Running the show.
I've never seen Lilith try to groom Basco though.
No, I don't think they're there yet. Give them time. Give them time.
Okay. We're just talking about an awkward question to ask.
Would it be awkward if we asked about vasectomies and your opinion on vasectomies?
I just got one!
She was right!
Like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Okay. I'm scheduled for one on the 20th.
I knew it! I just knew it! And I was
best night of my life.
The entire during the I'm awake for the entire surgery, and during the entire time, my doctor and I are just trading filthy jokes. That was what happened for mine.
That's so great.
They don't put you under. They just local anesthetic. It's real weird. It's real weird.
I've heard.
But only
from my doctor, who was like, "This is gonna be weird. We're just gonna numb you a little bit, and then we're gonna make a little incision, and then we're gonna chop shit up."
Oh, my favorite line out of the whole procedure was, "Oh, don't worry about the burning smell. It's just you." They cauterize. They have to cauterize the ends there.
Well, yeah, because otherwise the sperm might come back.
Yeah, we don't want
still work. It still might come back, but it's much harder now.
You've got to go back
to my main anxiety is that I've never used a jock strap, and they were like, "You need a new jock strap in its packaging."
I didn't use one.
Okay.
It's okay. Everything that they tell you is based off of your own personal comfort, because I will say I have 3 kids, all 10 and under, and I have a new dog. Any jostling afterwards for the next 3 days is not fun. It's not fun at all.
Our kids are very like, we're on your lap, we love you.
And I'm
Kevin's
like, get the
"I
hell
love
away
you,
from
but
me."
Don't touch me.
But as long as you can stay still and not have any interaction in general,
I think
jockstrap just helps jostling.
I think you
It
did
helps
pretty
things
well
to
since like the dog punched you in the balls. I think the kids
Oh,
are
no.
pretty good.
No, Lex kept on crawling all over
Our
me.
baby loves his dad.
It's like any general. It's like any general pressure or little tap is like getting punched in the balls.
But
It's not fun.
My doctor was like, "You're gonna feel like you got kicked in the balls for 24 hours," and I've never been kicked in the balls, but I assume
I'll just have Sarah do it.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
try it right
right
now, and then
now.
you'll see. It's not that bad.
It's actually a lot like menstrual cramps feel a lot like getting kicked in the balls. The waves of nausea and shit only it lasts for like a week.
There's no nausea or anything like that. It's a stomach ache, but lower.
That
And it
doesn't sound
sucks.
so bad.
But it's not that bad. Like,
Do you sit
it's
on
not-
a bag of peas?
They suggest that. I was too active.
He was still functional. Like he was a little.
I was a whiny bitch.
I don't want to say whiny because like he was in pain, so it's reasonable. Whiny sounds like unwarranted, but he definitely like expressed he was uncomfortable at times. But he like walked around. He helped with the kid. Like he was not. Sarah, don't let him be a bitch about it. He was not just like in bed.
Oh,
being,
wait, sorry. I need to say, no, during the recovery, you have to stay in bed. You can't move, and you need to be waited on hand and foot for at least 3 months. That's the requirement. The doctors told me.
Are you
mean that? You wouldn't even like. He couldn't.
I will
stay
say
in
this.
bed if
I
he was
definitely. This is definitely important. During the procedure, if you feel any pain, you tell the doctor immediately. Don't be a man about it. You just tell him because the pain will only get worse. It's fine. You know, the anesthetic didn't work here, but that's fine. I could take. No, just tell him. It's very important.
Okay.
He was like, so on the first day, just definitely don't work. And I was like, my brain was immediate like, there's no way I can't work on a day. It's a day you have to work.
I had to. You just have to take everything slow.
Yeah, you
It's
still
gotta be
did things.
tough.
You were just slower, and that frustrated you because you don't know how to stop. But he was.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was very frustrated because I wanted to get shit done and I could not.
But he was never like just in bed laying there like I can't do anything. It was just everything was a little bit more like.
How long until you were back to normal?
3 days.
He's still not back to normal.
I got a bag of peas right now.
Would you say there's a vast difference between the man you were before?
Rissy wins. Q-Paloo.
I've been thinking about calling the doctor. Am I supposed to have gotten an erection since then? Because I just...
Shut the fuck up! Yeah, the doctor was like, okay, so you can have sex as much as you want, but you're gonna feel like you got kicked in the balls.
Yeah, you're not going to want to have sex. You are not going to want to have sex.
But what
For the
happens
first
if you
3
get like
days.
a random boner?
It's not for that long though.
Oh no! Wait, let me rephrase. You're gonna want to have sex, but then you're gonna think about it, and be like, "Oh God, no, it's not worth it, man."
I was gonna say, like, what if you just get random dude boners and it's horribly painful?
We'll just all watch Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility.
No, is that the one with Keira Knightley? Because she's
Yes, that's my favorite one too.
She does it for me, so I can't watch that.
Yeah,
And-
well,
No, there's a Keira Knightley version of Pride and Prejudice.
Oh.
There's like the one that everybody thinks that has that dude from Love Actually in it. That everybody's like, oh, that's the good one. I'm like, nah,
That's
nah,
too
nah,
long.
nah.
That's like a 7-hour.
Yeah, I like the one with Keira
Knightley
Knightley.
one's just like a normal movie.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. You'll be okay, Michael. It's a few days, but like Kevin was fine. And it's look at you know what I always think when it comes to things like this, like when I was pregnant and I'd be like, I don't know, I'm scared. I'd look at all the like weak ass bitches who had babies and be like, oh, never mind.
I was gonna say,
They've
wait,
gotten vasectomies and
because
be
we're
like,
talking about me here right now, and I don't like the
I'm not.
correlation.
No, you're very manly and strong, and I love you. But there are lots of pathetic, whiny men who that Michael is much stronger and more put together.
We
then,
were
that
joking
if he
about
can
that.
handle
My
it.
doctor and I were joking about that because there's a lot of dudes who will force their wives to get their tubes tied, which is a much worse procedure. It's bad all the way down the line.
Right, because ovaries are way tucked in back behind the
It's
pelvic girdle.
invasive surgery. It's like really, but this is just like, it was like 20 minutes.
He was
If
like,
you go
"Can
to
you
Las
come get me
Vegas,
now?
there are
There's like
ads for like,
left."
for like 15-minute vasectomies in Vegas. Like, that's all these billboards all over town.
I have a real question though. How did you two look at Kevin and be like, that dude has had a vasectomy?
Oh,
I complain about our 3 kids.
I just heard you being awkward and being like, no, I don't think we should ask about the vasectomy. And so I felt like I needed to speak up and ask about the vasectomy.
Yes!
I had no intuition.
Dad energy, and I think Dad.
You also have the imp of the perverse, Kim.
I mean, we have enough kids, so there's a possibility that we're like,
because they consult with you. They're like, "Are you sure this is a big decision?" I'm like, "I have 3 kids," and they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. That's good."
we're good, sir.
Yeah, my doctor asked me that question. I was like, no, we don't fucking want kids.
Yeah.
Did he like double down? Was he like, "Are you sure?"
Some people will be like kind of jerks about it. They'll be like, maybe right now you don't want kids, but
I knew a guy who tried to get a vasectomy in his mid-20s, and his doctor was like, well, as a Christian, really the only form of safe sex is abstinence. So I don't think
I get a new doctor.
Yeah, and that was what I was like, did you slit his throat and guzzle his blood?
No, I mean, I kind of not agree with that, but like 20 seems a bit young because I didn't want kids when I was in my 20s. I had one, but that was a mistake.
You can have that discussion. You can bring that discussion up with like, listen, this is hard to reverse. You want to be sure there's other ways you can prevent having kids in the meantime without being like, from my perspective and what I believe, like I think there's a better way.
No, there's definitely a better way, but I'm just saying.
Right,
like,
yeah, it's
20
the
seems
as a
young.
Christian that I was like, what the fuck?
Seems like a good way to like lose your license. I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything about licensing because I think there's lots of people who probably like, from my view, should lose their license that probably won't. I'm gonna be the doctor license revoker. Give me that power.
Do it. But yeah, and like this guy has stayed firmly child-free like since then. Like he got married to a woman who also doesn't want kids, and they're on the track to never have kids. So yeah.
But some people change their minds.
I had to have
They
3
do,
kids
they do.
before I
Although
realized I
vasectomies
didn't
are
want
at least-
kids, so.
Stop it.
I will say a vasectomy is at least easier to undo than having your tubes tied.
I asked about that. The doctor's like, it might work. Like it's
So what
it's
I
a lot more
learned-
permanent than I was led to believe.
So what I learned is that, when you get your vasectomy, basically they redirect the vas deferens to eject your whatever, basically into your body, and then your body starts to recognize it as because it doesn't.
As an immune response.
Wait, you just jizz into your like cavity?
Yeah,
and then we
so
spit it
That's
out
so
with our
hot.
pores. It's all jizz.
In the end, isn't it all jizz?
So your body then recognizes, develops an immunoresponse
Response to your sperm, yeah.
Your sperm, and that's why you can't really reverse it that well, because your body then decides
Attacks your sperm!
decides that your sperm is actually an invasive like thingy thing.
I mean,
and
it is.
destroys it, and that's why you can't really reverse it that well.
You could also just extract the sperm directly from the balls if you had to.
Like, I don't see any circumstance under which that has to happen.
Well, I mean, I guess if you end up like you got divorced and married a woman who was like the wife of a friend of mine who literally threw pottery at her husband to demand babies.
Married a woman who's the wife of a friend of mine, and I was like, that's a very specific situation.
It is like he was like he wanted kids, and it was just he wanted to finish getting some kind of professional certification before they started trying. And she started throwing plates and shit at him. She's like, "Give me babies, fill my womb, or I will die." And I'm like, "What must that be like?"
Did he find that attractive? Is
No.
that how that worked?
No, he did not, but he did it anyway. I don't
But he put the babies in the crazy woman.
He did. He took his
He took his penis and inserted the babies into the crazy
he
woman.
gave Crazy a baby, and then obviously she wanted another one. And it's, I suspect she may have done something, much in the same way that my mom conceived my sister by poking holes in her diaphragm. I suspect this guy's wife did something similar, because when she tweeted about being pregnant, she was like, oh God, he's gonna kill me. He didn't know. And then she deleted that Facebook comment immediately. And he text messaged a mutual friend who was like, Happy New Year.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. And I'm like, but you had sex with, you married her. Like,
it's like, yeah.
I don't get that kind of thing myself, but you know. Also,
Before
if
we go a
somebody
little
throws
bit
pottery
too
at
far-
you, don't have sex with them.
Michael, did you have any more questions about your castration vasectomy? It's a different. It speaking of the jizz now, it's a different color now. I don't know why that is the case. It's pink and sometimes it's blue.
Bryn is saying it's
glows in
not.
the dark. It's weird.
She's saying it's
That'd be
not.
awesome.
His has
but
been
also
blue the whole
horrifying.
time. That's
Oh, okay. Well, then you should be fine. You should be fine.
I mean, how many days until you just like felt normal again?
When it stopped being black and twice as big.
Stop. Tell him a real answer.
It's about 3 days. I was fine. By the 4th day, I was still a little bit like,
The doctors were very emphatic that it's different for everyone, but
I mean, that seems reasonable. Like, so I was on a visit with my doctor, and Sarah was playing piano or whatever, and I brought the computer over. I was like, Sarah, are you really gonna make me get a vasectomy in the middle of a fucking pandemic? And she was like, yes, it is your turn, motherfucker. I am tired of being on birth control. And I was like, I guess we're doing this. So it's happening when we're at like the height of the pandemic. I'm going into a
there should
doctor's
be
office.
very, very few other people around, so that'll be nice.
I mean, also, you don't go to the hospital. Like, the guy had it in office. Like, it wasn't even that, like, big of a
That's the
thing.
thing. I went for the consult, and it was an enormous building, and there were 2 people there.
Yeah.
And so this seems like a pretty safe operation. And the doctor was like, yeah, it's not gonna be me. It's gonna be one of the surgeons. But there's gonna be like 2 people in the entire fucking building, so you're fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is.
I
the
only
surgery
saw
can
the
have.
receptionist and 2 other people the entire time. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad at all.
No,
I'm
it
not
was like I said,
looking
it was
forward
super
to this
quick.
in any way.
So nobody can breathe COVID into your balls.
I hope not.
I hear that's the worst way of getting it. That's how everybody gets it.
Well, it's like the plague, the Black Death. There was 3 forms, each deadlier than the last: the bubonic plague, the pneumonic plague, and the septicemic plague, which had a 100% fatality rate, and usually in less than 24 hours. So there's like lung COVID, and then there's balls COVID, and
Yeah,
that
balls
is
COVID's the worst.
it's the fucking worst, man.
balls COVID.
Balls COVID. I'm sorry, were we playing a game or something?
No.
Life's the game, Michael.
Are we playing games?
Oh, there's a game if we want to join in. That's on.
My
Have
doctor
people in
did
the
say
chat
that
start
we
playing
can stay
games
under
while we
birth control
chat?
for like another 8 months, though.
Yeah, you can't get
Because
off
you
it
can't
right
be
away.
sure.
They have to make sure that his sperm is useless. Because
Right.
I do not want another baby. I love my babies so much, but one more would kill me.
I don't understand. There's some people who have 4. There's a friend of ours from college who has 6 at this point. They're our age.
Do they have
They're
any
mid-30s.
twins?
They have 6. No, they
Oh,
have no
wow.
twins.
I think
They're just.
So that's actually 6 kids. All god. 'Cause, like,
knowing them and our I don't want to say Christian background because we are still Christian, but our more conservative background, they probably don't believe in birth control would be my guess. So all those babies are just God's blessings.
well, that's into quiverful territory, and usually that's when you get like
Baby.
7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh.
All right, there's a game of Drawful. I'm gonna
Should we
do it.
jump in the game?
Oh, I could try to do that.
I don't know. I think. Oh,
Is there
I
a
mean,
code?
you can do drawful. I'm terrible.
I just got kicked out, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Never mind.
Do we have the code? Oh, I'm not in it then.
No, people are already driving. It's too late.
Oh well, too late.
We just have to sit here and just chat.
We're just spectators.
Oh
Are there any other major surgeries that anybody's going through that we can talk about?
Can we join the fucking audience on this show?
I had a full psyche eval on Wednesday.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. I think everyone in this country should get a full psych eval.
Yes. Well, I'm in Canada. So
you probably have like.
She got out.
I called to make a doctor's appointment, and they were like, "What insurance do you have?" And I was like, "Oh, a terrible one." And they laughed like way too hard. And I was like, "I'm glad you like my joke, but also I hate this country."
Yeah.
Oh wait, the game is open again. I think. The good wizard Lord Daniel has blessed us again with a game to play.
How is this happening?
Yes, he has!
Oh, I guess I'll join
God
the thing.
bless everyone.
God
Ryn, your hair is so great.
Right?
It's so fucking great.
I'm sorry, what's great? Is anything great?
Your hair.
Your hair! So
This hair
yes? Oh, what?
is my old hairstylist who I used to go to all the time before I got broke was like, "Hey, I want to try something new and I have my own new salon. Do you want to come in?" And she did it for me, mostly for free, except then I was like, "Let me tip you, bitch." And it's something I never would have asked for because I'm not like a big rainbow person, but like the secret little rainbow inside, it used to be a lot brighter. I got like a whole photo shoot done where I did it. It's amazing, and she's incredible, and she's so kind to have done that for me.
She also got it done during a trivia. Like she was on screen
Oh wow.
co-hosting a trivia with her hair and like all tinfoil and stuff.
Yeah, I had scheduled the hair appointment before we scheduled trivia, and I was like, "Well, I'm not canceling that." So,
but
I saw your hair. I saw it when you first got it done on social media, and it is the most stunning hair I've ever seen.
it's like so good. She does so good. She's so cool.
Somebody in the comments when we first started, I think, noticed it. The big problem I have is that it blends into the green screen. It's green. So
Yeah.
sometimes her hair is see-through.
Yeah. This does not look like me. I'm just being art. I'm just gonna stick with that.
Yeah, see, this game would cause me too much anxiety.
I drew my vest though. I'm wearing this little jean vest, and I drew my vest so you can tell it's me.
Alright, so this is our final game. This is the game that we go out
This
on.
is where we shut it down.
This is when
You're a terrifying fish
That
with
way-
teeth.
When I'm bad, I can blame you.
Oh yeah, I did that one.
Honestly, I feel like Daniel usually shuts us down before we get to this point, but
I think that was part of like showing the game, just letting. Yeah, that's about right.
Daniel, do you not want to talk about everybody's balls?
So on top of putting
I
good
heard a
things in the
cricket. I
chat,
swear to God, I heard a cricket.
Oh, that, yeah. I mean, if that dumb bitch is watching this, like, she should know that we're all like, what the fuck? Why would you throw pottery at people to get them to impregnate you? Why would you do that?
I feel like I've seen this on like POV TikTok stories, which are like my
I'm on
favorite
TikTok.
least
I've
favorite
seen this
TikToks. They're like TikToks where people tell very dramatic stories that are very silly. They'll be like, point of view, your husband tells you he's got another woman pregnant, and it's just like words around where it's like, but why would you sleep with her? I'm sad now. I'm hurt. And they're very bad stories.
There's a lot of real hot garbage on TikTok.
I mean, is it mostly being written by teenagers? And
It seems like
it's
it.
a big variety,
But like,
to be honest.
you can see the people on there, and I'm like, whoa, no, you're an adult. What are you doing?
yeah, like if you're like up to 25 and you're still writing real stupid stories like that or whatever, I'm like, okay, fine. But after that, I'm like, no, your brain is finished cooking. Okay, you should know better than this.
All right, I'm deleting my fanfic account.
No, Kevin. Got so many followers.
Oh.
That's No. No. No.
Also kittens.
And kittens. And kittens.
Oh, man.
You're gonna be
I'm not
okay.
looking forward to this whole thing.
Kate Cantrell says, so olives are not related to the vasectomy? That's it. That's a question in the chat. Are olives related to your vasectomy?
Well, I think that like the vasectomy is something I dread and olives are something I look forward to. So they're kind of polar opposites.
It's really not that bad. It's really not that bad.
Okay. Uh-huh.
You're gonna be okay.
I literally had it 2 weeks ago. I can tell you for certain. It's not that bad. Just don't get a dog to jump at your balls. I know that's like a favorite pastime of yours, and you're gonna have to abstain for a while.
Maybe just we won't have any kittens for a couple weeks. We'll just have the kitten cam pointed at Michael's balls for 2 weeks.
Nobody wants that.
Well, he gets better.
If you get more viewers, be concerned. For some reason, get a TikTok. Just live stream. Just post TikToks of Michael's state.
Oh, this actually reminds me. I need to order a jockstrap right now if I'm gonna get it in time.
Right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna go on Amazon.
Joel has also had this done, so if you want to reach out.
Joel.
Anybody who's had a vasectomy, let us know, and Michael's gonna reach out to you.
I just want your advice.
He just wants to
He
feel
just needs everyone to tell him it's not that bad.
I didn't even get a jockstrap, and it was fun.
He was fine.
My doctor was like, "You can get it if you want it," but like, meh.
My doctor was like, get a jockstrap, don't get like compression pants or whatever, just get a fucking jockstrap. And I was like, okay, I guess I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, I think
I've never played sport ball. I don't know what that is.
Now's the time to find out.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to learn how to put it on and have a
boy.
surgery on the same day.
Aw, and he's going to the dentist in the morning. Did you tell them that?
I combined all of the shitty things into one day. I'm going to the
Wow,
dentist.
we don't have dental insurance right now, so we're just like, yeah, eventually we brush our teeth and floss.
Our teeth are fine.
To cavities because my mouth produces very little acid. I had a test and everything.
I was like, how do you know that?
I took a test.
What?
Yeah, there's a test. A test you basically spit in a tube of agar and it turns a special color depending on how much acid is produced in your mouth. The more acid, the more cavities. I have like no acid in my mouth.
Is this something you did for fun in like grad school?
Sort of. It was something I did in my microbiology class actually. So yeah.
Wow, I don't know what this is.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Seems reasonable. I think so.
Wow, I don't know what to click on.
Choose something.
Do you think we should like social media your vasectomy?
Social meds?
Not like a live feed, but
It'll
just
be
like
Cupaloo for you.
I cannot believe that many people picked my stupid answer.
I mean, what is happening here?
What? Ah, damn it, this pickle!
Joel
Horrible
texted me.
toothfish.
Don't say his number.
Hi, Joel. Thank you for reaching out.
Look at that. Look at all the support you got.
Look, there's gonna be no babies. That's the upside.
It is.
I think the upside is I don't have to take pills anymore.
You've been
Yeah, with birth control, it's like you can have depression or a baby. You get to pick. I already had depression, so I'm like, whatever, bring it.
What is that? Even? Wow.
Wow.
Just snip. We'll give him a little snip snip.
Yeah,
That's what they do in New Bedford.
Can we
all the
tip
men
me?
in New Bedford have
I'm gonna have
tipped.
a tip.
Look close at my dad next time on the cam.
Yeah, so her dad was one of the 1 in 4,000 that the Vas deferens regrew back to the original.
Generated.
With special. The honors are very special. We're very special.
I I do wonder, has anybody looked at the genetics of people that have regrown their vas deferens to see if they have some kind of mutant healing factor?
Yeah, I mean, her father apparently does.
I could try to grow
Very specific mutant healing power.
It only applies to your vas deferens.
Now, the good news is you can heal. The bad news is it's only in one place. The good news is it's all related. So.
Wow, that's.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, January 20th is Inauguration Day.
Yeah.
Okay, who picked what?
What?
That's the day you're getting your thing.
Oh.
Good job.
So hopefully our government won't be like blown up on that day that I'm getting my balls snipped.
Why did anyone vote for that?
Wait, am I right? Am I wrong? No. Oh no. The 20th is inauguration. Your.
Damn it!
Oh, my thing is on the 19th?
It's on the Tuesday. It's on the Tuesday.
Okay.
So we'll have a good time come Quarantinapalooza. It's like it's health.
And people say
it's healthfully
sweatpants
in
can't be
between.
sexy.
Wait, I'm pretty sure if I feel like I've been kicked in the balls, I'm not gonna want to do a Ukulele.
Oh come on! You're gonna get kicked in the balls on a Tuesday. You'll be fine by Saturday, right,
Oh.
Kevin?
I
Right.
hosted a trivia night that night. I got
I'm gonna be okay.
Okay.
I think maybe you're overblowing how much it hurts to get kicked in the balls. Sarah, just kick him in the balls. Just see.
I've never
Kick
been
him in
kicked
the
in the
balls.
balls. I don't
Kick
know.
him in
I've
the
heard
balls.
it's bad.
I'm very nervous about it.
But you also know that most men are big babies around ball damage. You know. Ball damage? Does that work?
I mean, it's fine.
That's a scientific term.
Also respiratory illnesses, but that's because men have weaker cellular mediated immunity.
You heard it here first, folks.
I doubt that was the first time that was started. That's it.
Mercy just discovered that.
Here are your choices.
I like some of these choices.
Daniel climbing his olives.
So
That sounds like a romance novel.
Daniel's gaming is all.
What day is it today? We got
I don't know. It's Saturday, right?
Saturday.
He's correct.
Saturday the 9th.
And here are your picks.
Welcome everyone to Saturday the 9th, Quarantinapalooza 42.
Or something.
I think the event says 43.
Does it?
43.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sometimes I put one number in the Facebook banner, and then sometimes I put another number in the Facebook post. Just for fun.
We don't know. We
I like
don't
to
know.
keep it loose.
We don't know.
Time's not real.
No, this is 42.
Progressive.
That's just 42, but go to the Facebook event.
I don't want to.
Pickle rain.
Too much work.
Pickle rain.
It's literally right here.
I can't.
Oh. Was the evil landlord.
Daniel.
See, that says 43.
Oh, yeah.
It's all right. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Smith, she came back.
Kim Smith.
She came back.
Oh wow, hi.
The return of Kim Smith.
Indeed.
You would be surprised how much of the time you were gone we spent talking about Michael's balls.
Yeah.
It was a very long time.
Wait, do they have to shave you before they do it?
Oh, I need to shave myself.
No,
You have to shave
not
yourself.
in this.
I need to shave the plane.
Were these your
Ooh.
Do men refer to their like mons pubis? It would be in women as the campus martium.
Oh.
Oh.
I
So
like
I'm
that Kim and Sarah
responsible.
made the exact same noise
Here
at
are your
that.
choices.
Oh.
I'm responsible for making sure there's no hair down there.
That's weird.
Why?
I don't know. No, I just...
They have to do surgery.
Refuse to believe any of these are the real title.
If you bring your cat in to get its balls shaved, like, they don't ask you to shave the cat's balls.
Like, I'm gonna be honest.
They do.
I
If they
don't
could
want.
ask the cat to shave its own balls, I bet they would.
I don't want anyone shaving my balls except for me.
Oh, okay.
It's right. It's probably like a trial and error thing where they may have started being like, all right, now we're going to shave your balls. And then enough people were like, no. I really wish you would have told me to shave my own balls. That's like what they do now.
I just feel like shaving balls is a very
precision
intimate
sport.
act.
I would think you'd want like a professional to do that rather than the
Professional ball shaver.
With like a good angle.
That's why I always go to the barber for mine.
Folds and creases.
You know, you get the guy. I need an old Italian gentleman with the straight blade and the piece of leather.
I hate these jokes. I'm upset.
You see
Is he gonna sing like opera while he does it?
Like,
yeah, and then you put your feet in the stirrups like you're giving birth, and then.
Right.
Yeah,
I did not have my feet in stirrups when I was giving birth.
Sure.
Right there.
Done.
I'm not
Getting a TV was the thing they gave you? What in the goddamn hell?
Oh.
like I can shave it, or I can accept help. It's fine, but like the doctor doesn't have to do it.
I'm gonna drive you wherever.
Well, no, it's probably the nurse.
We'll go
Nurses do everything.
to Home Depot.
Write something.
What is that?
What is that?
Looks like a squirt.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like a sport thing.
Michael, I'm hungry. Bring me a snack.
I mean,
get going.
We have Cheetos over there, but
It's only what, like 2.5, 3 hours?
Transmit it to the internet.
It's a drive I would make if it, wouldn't potentially make people ill. Someday I'll come hang out in your cat closet again.
Please do.
That'll be a good day.
It will be a good day.
And here are your choices.
Remember when we could see, like just
Words.
look. Just remember when we could see each other in person. That was nice.
I totally picked the wrong thing.
Thanos' chin.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I have to watch a video about something. I don't want to.
Some fish.
Keep audio. It's about my watch.
Okay. Kim is getting on a boat tomorrow for 7 to 9 days
On a boat.
in the New England waters
Yeah.
to go do science on scallops.
Yeah, I totally voted for that on accident. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
it's all good. It was a good entry.
They're making out.
Oh.
Clear eyes, full hearts.
Wow,
and
that was the thing.
something
Yeah.
else. I'm
Sorry, we just had to make out for a second.
Hot.
Well,
I always run across the room to make out.
Yeah. We find making out works best when he's furthest away from me.
Yeah, right?
Y'all are telekinetic?
Well, everything changed after my vasectomy, so.
Oh, I don't know what this is, but I'm afraid.
Oh,
Wow.
what did people vote for?
I don't know.
What are you doing? Hey,
I get distracted. I was watching you.
about the kids,
Huh.
man.
Your answer too?
I don't know why I went to the chat and clicked on the link Sarah posted for Ryn's hair and our
You
TikTok.
want to know what my hair looked like?
It's our own stuff. I was there.
Wait, did Sarah post my
No,
TikTok?
no,
I
not
think so.
Sarah.
I think
I didn't
so.
post that. No, Sari.
Sari.
That is not me.
Sari Cat probably posted that.
Yep. I was wrong.
So if you
babies.
were thinking I was like super cool at social media.
I
No,
mean, I
that's
still think
actually-
you're super cool at social media, but we will acknowledge Sari and their hard work.
I'm sorry. Did you post a close up of your hair today? Is this today?
I posted that picture today saying,
Wow.
trying to get people
They're
to
really on
watch.
top of things. Here.
Tell us how they beating up Chris.
And look, yeah, there's the link to Kevin and Ryn's TikTok. They're posting.
They're so good.
See?
Too much.
Wow, what the fuck is this?
Hey, Sarah, it's weird that you're from Oregon.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Gary.
Oh, that's Sarah. It's a joke. I missed the joke. I'm sorry.
It's a joke.
Are you making jokes? This is funny.
No.
I've actually had a real problem during the
Surreal,
pandemic that like a lot of the jokes Kevin makes, I like don't understand her jokes.
Either my jokes are getting worse or she's not understanding
I
them
think
at all.
I'm getting stupider.
How do we get back to the thing?
You don't get back, Michael. It's over.
This
No,
is a life-changing procedure.
A kitten clicked on something. I don't know.
Yeah, blame it on the kitten.
Here you go. Just. Yep. You're good. Yay. There you go. This was.
Wow.
Oh, people actually got the thing! Holy
Yeah.
shit, they understood my terrible drawing!
There was the bladder, there was wine.
I was confused about the arrow.
Oh yeah, because I was trying to like have, so here's the thing I drew,
Good.
but then here's like to show that it's like wine like you'd have in a goblet, and here's to show like the bladder like you'd have in a body.
No one warned me that Rissy was so good at this game.
I don't know if I would
wasn't
say
that in the email. Call time is 6 o'clock. Rissy is incredibly good at drawful. Watch your back.
Oh, you. Yeah, Amanda will fucking kick your ass.
What is that?
I don't know. What's any of this shit,
No,
Kevin?
you're...
What are the answers? It's not like they're
Okay.
logical.
All right.
Are you like, oh, you don't know the common phrase bladder full of wine?
Yeah, we learned that.
I've got a bright bladder full of wine on my hands, comrades.
And here are your choices.
Oh, wow.
I'm upset.
Why is that one so specific? Why is that one so specific?
Bump, well, you go from really specific to bump sitting.
I'm so, like, I don't want to pick any. I'm mad. This game makes me mad.
This is why I
I just
didn't play it.
accidentally checked one for bonus points and mean to, and you can't uncheck them, so congrats!
Bump sitting there on the sand from July to the end of September.
I liked it. Shitting on a rock in a school playground.
Wasn't that a song in the 90s? No, that was standing in a broken phone booth with money in my hand.
Similar, it's fine. Same thing.
I can't wait to see what this actually
It
is.
should have been distress on a toilet.
Damn it!
Oh, snow's not that bad, Suri.
There's not even any right now.
It's just cold and miserable and dark all the time.
It's not. So that means it can only be.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No!
Your drawing was fine. You did.
I don't know why you put it in a playground though, so that's my biggest problem.
Do bumps not exist outside of playgrounds?
Bumps are playground specific.
It's the law.
What is it? I don't.
Whoa, this one. Right?
Just giving up preparing to give good answers, and I just write the first thing I come up with.
Well, go glue it back together. Sorry, Sarah's bleeding out of her finger right now. She should probably go super glue it back together.
How? What did you do?
There were new knives.
There were knives.
Hurry up. Type something in.
Yeah, she's actually just
I gotta
like
go.
bleeding out right now.
I'll
She's
be
gonna
right
go.
I don't think she's bleeding out. Like, I think this is what I mean, like, you're, like, running out of blood.
Yeah, that's it. Sarah has very little blood.
Blood was gushing out of her finger that she
Yeah,
cut.
she should deal with that.
Well, there's a lot of blood vessels in that area.
Also, she literally has a bleeding disorder.
Oh, no.
It's one of the ones they always bring up on that show House. Von Willebrands, she's shouting from the other room.
Wait, is it lupus?
No, it's not
lupus.
Never
That's
lupus.
the other thing that's bring up.
I think I did
Michael's goodbye party to his sperm. I love it.
If that was the case, then you draw actual spermses.
I mean, I'd actually say it's the opposite of that. You get to keep your sperm. It's it's being re-ingested into your body.
They get shot back into your body where they're destroyed by your immune system.
At a very rapid pace. It's very weird.
Techno babysitter. Where can I hire a techno babysitter for my kid?
Right?
I think they would like that.
No, we don't even want to pay for regular babysitters.
No.
And also techno, so does that mean that it's like, it's a techno DJ that's just like, like,
our kids would dig that.
The system is down.
Is down. The system is down. Or does that mean it's a robot?
I would take any of these options.
Well, how about that? Hostile takeover.
Takeover. Wow. Okay.
Okay, so Cerie's even telling us the exact blood disorder that Sarah has. Like, they are too good.
I can't believe I won that game. My drawings are terrible.
Like, you did very well.
Well, thank you. Oh, well, speaking of wonderfulness.
Most liked. I did not see that coming.
You're very likable.
Lovable, even.
Oh no, that made you laugh too hard. Now I'm worried for you.
Now, although we have to ask, is it that you're likable or is that pity for your oncoming troubles?
I can't really relate to having my balls snipped.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy for you and Sarah that you don't have to worry about the bebés in the not-so-distant future.
Well, to be clear, we right now do not have to. Sarah's just tired of taking a pill every day.
Yeah.
So apparently I need to get a surgery.
It's a minor surgery. You're being so dramatic.
Right?
Sarah was tired of taking a pill. It was like, I've done this pill for 20 years.
Yeah.
Your turn.
It's only fair.
But at any point when you were taking that pill, did they stab a knife into your body?
I mean,
well, usually they have to draw blood the
I'm
first
going to
time.
stab a knife into your body, so just.
But are they stabbing your knife into your body for 20 years? No.
Look, it's fine. I'm gonna do the thing.
Do the thing. It'll be fine.
It'll be.